All right. Brian,
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10, how challenging is tonight's session?
I have no idea.
15.
Yeah, if we go back into the jungle, isn't it all random?
No, because I have no idea what you guys are going to decide to do, so I couldn't tell you.
That's true.
Stuff is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Now, just like we planned before, we're making a hot air balloon.
Okay, well, that's going to be pretty difficult. But
I tried this
you're welcome
and-
to give it a try.
Tony's game, to both of them. I tried this in both of Tony's games. It didn't
I
work
gave
out.
you an airship.
And then you
True.
took it.
Yeah, I did that too.
That was more fun.
For
I
me,
still
yeah.
blame AJ for not watching it.
God damn it, AJ.
Did it just float away? Please say it's...
Somebody cut the balloon and it flew up.
That's amazing.
So I'm going to ask who would like to do the recap. And if you can get extra credit if you do it in character.
I like what
That's
you're
a
doing
neat
here.
idea.
I would eagerly accept this if this was a super dangerous session and I needed that inspiration to survive. I will let someone else field this.
Do you
Unless-
remember what Brian said when I asked him if this was going to be mild inconveniences or rapidly approaching death? He said the mild inconveniences were the rapidly approaching death. I think you'll be...
Who hasn't done it yet?
I don't
I
think
already has inspiration, so I leave
I don't
it
think
to
I've done
Denise.
it. I could try, but I would love it if Austin piped in.
Sounds like Larry is.
Who
up for it.
has inspiration currently?
Typical married
do.
couple mentality.
I do not.
I think I use it like immediately after I get it.
Yeah, you did.
Mhm.
I try to use it.
I think I did
but,
too.
You know,
I used it
Mhm.
to keep
Sometimes
Talon
it's just-
from commandeering the boat we were on and
I use it to help Tony do dumb shit.
Okay, Larry, if you would like to give it a try, go for it. And you don't have to do it in character, but if you do it in character, I will give you extra credit.
All right. Okay. Channeling
Tag
Marty.
team this,
All
then?
right.
But you got to solo it.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. All right. So, well, we started in town, and the whole group, we got everything together. We got all of our supplies. We got our compatriots that were accompanying us onto the river, and then we loaded 2 large canoes and divvied up rolls for foraging and guiding. That was what I did. I forgot. And then we went down the map. Not the map. Shit. Just really quick checking the whole map of Talon.
you went down on Delmore.
I haven't gotten to that yet. so
That's
we
a
went.
long ways down.
We went down the river to Camp Righteous, where we were astounded to find a statue unlike anything I'd ever seen, though it did remind me of another time, which led to some behavior that I would not like to speak about in polite company. But the statue was of a man carrying a crocodile on his back. And we learned a tale of this man, and we investigated this statue, where we were surprised to find there were certain behaviors you had to enact upon to get through unharmed. Sunny did not quite follow this behavior, but she tried, and we got to the end and found a glorious, glorious jug. Once we found that, though, we were set upon by some little men who stacked upon each other and just took swipes at us. Oh, I forgot to mention, at this wonderful location, we did meet some amazing people. The first of which was Minsk and Boo. Shoot, I'm blanking on the other woman, the guide.
Echo.
Aku.
Apparently Marnie did too.
And we found another of the guides who was well respected. Aku was there, and we beat the living crap out of those stacked upon each other things. Well, we not so much. I was taken by passion once we had found the treasure within the shrine, and Delmore and I were maybe a little preoccupied, while pretty much everyone else wailed on these guys. So yeah, we left off right after we finished that little round of combat.
Okay. Excellent. So, good job. You can have inspiration. And for doing it in character, I am going to give you a bonus on your loot roll.
Oh, I thought you were going to take it away for me butchering the southern accent.
You make me happy, and I'm glad you're playing this game with us, Larry.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We love you, Larry.
Have fun. I like playing with you guys.
In fact, I think that we should get rid of at least 2 people to make room for more Larrys. I'm willing to be one of them. I won't even be mad.
I'll just sit there in the corner and just.
I think it was on the Facebook D&D group that's out there. I commented on how Brian had helped make Jacob a fun character to play, because they were asking about, like, you know, can a necromancer be good? And I was like, hold my beer, I got this. And decided to explain my character.
I don't think good and lawyer go together.
Well, it was the lawyer part that made him evil.
Exactly. It's not because he's a necromancer, it's because he was a lawyer. Anyway.
Yeah. The necromancer's fine, but the lawyer...
lesser of 2 evils.
Just can't stand it. Yeah.
So, when we left off at Camp Righteous, you had all just finished fighting these Batiri, or the Gen Goblins, as M put it. When you had come out of the shrine, they had captured and bound your traveling companions, who had not gone into the shrine with you, and Talon was nowhere to be seen. But as we stopped immediately after the end of the battle, what would you like to do? You are all currently gathered, some of you at the feet of the statue, literally. Some of you between these 2 large tents near a fire, sort of near the docks, near the small, sort of haphazardly made pier, I guess is the best way to put it.
Talon!
Talon's missing?
Roll animal handling for me.
That's nervous. Why didn't I do the recap? I was going to spend way more time talking about the fucking Minx NATO that came through. Devastating small towns.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're going to have to dig so many holes to bury all these bodies.
Which one's our guide? Is it Azaka or Salida?
Zaka.
Azaka. Okay, that's it. All right.
We have a lot of NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Azaka, did you see where Talon went?
As you ask, you hear the sound of parting branches and large footsteps coming from behind the large statue. A few seconds later, you see Talon approaching, one Batiri goblin in his mouth, another holding onto a rope being pulled by Talon. He sees all of you, all of his friends dead, lets go of the rope, turns and runs into the woods. Talon comes over to Tyrius with the dead goblin, drops it at Tyrius's feet, looks at Tyrius, and then goes down with his nose and sort of rolls the goblin's body towards Tyrius and looks up at him.
Well, now
I
you have to eat
have
them.
no choice. I have to eat part of the goblin. I start. God, I Constitution check. I have to. This is a moment. I thank him. I scritch him. I prepare goblin arm for dinner.
You can if you're serious about it, but it may look like he wants to play fetch.
Oh, thank God. This is equally terrifying, but infinitely better.
Oh man.
You know how like you give a dog a rope toy so that you can play tug of war with it?
Yes.
I lead with that.
Okay.
And then when it's ripped in half and there's a small enough chunk of goblin to throw, I throw it.
I want you to make a strength check for the tug of war.
If
Good.
Talon gets a 16-2, do we like split it like a wishbone?
No, but you lift up the goblin and Talon takes a leg and the two of you tug of war back and forth. He rips one leg off and you're left with most of a goblin, and you go through a few more limbs like this until you've got enough goblin that it's small enough that you can hurl it, and you hurl it into the woods, and Talon runs off into the woods and comes back with the goblin. You do this a couple more times. The last time he comes back with an entire whole goblin.
I was hoping there was some goblins watching.
That is still mostly alive.
It's America.
And he gives it a good shake and throws it down in front of you. It looks incredibly frightened and starts to sort of back away.
This is the best game I've ever been a part of. So I will look down at the goblin and start petting Talon, and I'll call for. Did I see Dawnflower speak to the goblins in their language?
No,
In Chilton.
the chief spoke Chilton, or the leader spoke Chilton.
So I will just comment about the magical nature of this bush, where you can throw in part of a goblin and get back a whole goblin, and call over Dawnflower or Azaka, whoever's closer, and see if they can speak to this goblin.
I can try, but I'm not sure he will understand me. I'll try to speak to it in Chilton, see if he understands it.
Okay. Hang on. I am not sure if they do. They do. So what do you say?
I don't know. What is it that you would like to know?
I would like to know if they've seen anything regarding the undead presence in this area.
I turn to the goblin and I ask if he's seen undead people.
The goblin looks at you like you're an idiot. And
I
then,
am, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
and then sort of, he's struggling between his fear of the dinosaur and the all of you, but also he seems a little cunning, and he's trying to think, are they dumb enough that I can get away? Because he points at the woods. At all, he essentially points from horizon to horizon.
Ask him what happened to the zombies that were here, that overran this camp.
Yes.
I will ask him exactly that. I'm a translating machine. Maybe I should say it in French, so it looks like I'm saying something.
You could probably make
that's
about
totally
$40 an hour.
Yeah, I should charge you all for that.
Yeah. He says,
Donde está?
yeah, he says, they come, they go. I don't know.
You don't pay attention.
We just stay out of way.
Do they seem to come from somewhere in particular? One region that you avoid more?
He thinks about it for a minute, and he points to the other side of the river.
And
Now this may be. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Now this may be, and Marty walks up, her hair kind of crazy from before. This may be the throes of passion speaking, but, maybe he's seen them red robes we've heard of.
Oh, that's a good idea. What about wizards? Ones in red robes. Have you seen any of those?
He shakes his head no, and he says, blue triangles, not red robes.
Blue triangles.
You would recognize the blue triangle. There are some tribes in Chult, native tribes, that tattoo their foreheads with blue triangles. And they're typically cannibals.
Oh!
I lick my crystal, and then I remember. Oh, yes, the cannibals. Where? Are they close by? I can't remember.
He again points, like, from horizon to horizon.
Very well.
This place
So
is
there are cannibals everywhere. There are undead, but no red wizard. He doesn't seem to know all that much. I don't think he's very smart.
And he shakes his head. No, not smart. Must let go. Not smart enough to do anything.
I think he's hiding something.
Honestly,
I'll turn to the goblin and just lean down just a little bit, point to Marnie and say, "My friend here, the tall one, she's a little angry, and she thinks that you're hiding something."
I didn't get to kill anything. Can I do a intimidation?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Both axes in her hand just go shooting to the ground next to her.
All right, he's going to make an insight check. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is extremely frightened, and he says, tell you, treasure, you let go, treasure.
We always like treasure. Where? In the forest, where all your friends are waiting?
Enemy tribe has treasure, great treasure. You can take.
Direction.
He says, Yellark.
Have I ever heard that name before?
You haven't, but Azaka and Eku both nod when they hear that name. And he starts babbling off a series of directions that are essentially, turn at the tree with the knot that looks like my cousin, and then, go to the funny looking hill, and then turn right and walk 18 steps, and, stuff like that.
Standard Chilton directions.
Yes. And between you and Azaka, you feel like you have a rough idea of where Yellark is. You get the idea that it's about 2 days to the northwest through the jungle. But he starts describing, because once he has started talking, he just starts babbling every bit of information he knows about this place. Because it turns out he and his troop were looking for an edge so that they could go and attack, but they've scouted out Yellark, and he explains about the defenses and about the scouts and how you can sneak around them, and you have to get to the mechanism before they do, or else they'll all get away and they'll just move the whole village.
I nod.
That is fascinating. Is this something we want to pursue? It's 2 days northwest. I don't think we were planning on hitting northwest of our current position until we cycled all the way back around.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think that's Firefinger, if I recall correctly.
We could hit it on the way back.
Yeah, I just don't want to forget. Brian, what is a one-sentence line I could put in my notes that if I mentioned it to you 3 months from now, you'd be like, "Oh, that thing."
You could just say Yellark. I don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
You'll do you one better. It's going to be
Yellark.
one word.
Yellark has mysterious Feywild floating city of doom.
And then he looks at all of you, especially at Marnie, who is the scariest thing he has seen, even after getting used as a chew toy by a large dinosaur. And he goes, "You let go now, please."
I
feel yes.
Let's see.
Well, there's two options here. We tell, we let Talon chase after him and enjoy another game of fetch, or we actually let him go and he tells his people not to mess with us, and we agree not to mess with him.
Yes, like second one.
Both options are good.
You understand me?
No,
He does.
don't understand at all.
He does. He's lying.
I think he's being sincere, and I think we've scared him onto the right path.
Hold on. Is this a chance for me to cast the ceremony spell?
To do what?
I was really hoping to use it to marry a pretty girl, but I'm gonna have to settle for marrying this goblin, I guess. I don't know. Hold on a second.
Who are you gonna marry the goblin to? Your dinosaur?
It would be a perfect match. Look how well they fit together.
So that do his part, and then he eats it, and it's done.
Funeral right? Nothing.
I think it's a little bullshit that they can only be married to one person. It's like, what if they get divorced?
Polygamy is still illegal in almost every state.
Yeah, but we're in Chult. We're not in the U.S.
You get divorced, it's not the right person. You can't have the marriage ceremony performed again.
I think it'd be okay if one of the two people dies.
I think we lost track of the question.
The goblin just keeps looking between all of you, waiting to see what his fate is. Minsk is looking at all of you and talking to Eku quietly.
Marty gives the biggest sidelong look at Delmar for what he said.
Oh, that was out of character. You can't do that to me.
Okay. It's like the Stewie look when Brian says sideways face.
I have no problem letting this creature live. Like, admittedly, he's part of the group that attacked us. I can easily see us justifying his exit from this world.
Didn't attack. Watched. These ones, and he points at all the dead bodies. Attacked.
I'm about to watch my dinosaur rip your face apart.
No,
Shutting
seriously
up.
though, if
See
he
how the
goes free,
semantics are important.
he makes it clear that we're willing to let them be as long as they're willing to let us be. If we kill them here and now, the other ones might feel like, oh, we need to have revenge.
Yes, travel me to a great shrine and leave word for all tribes to leave you alone. Promise, swear.
What
I'm going
shrine?
to cast a spell on him. The spell is going to allow me to magically track him from anywhere in the jungle. He's going to go home because he's too weak to survive on his own. And if we see another goblin again, we will hunt him and his people down and flay them slowly.
Many tribes must communicate to tribes. Only safe place, common ground, great shrine.
I don't have a spell that can do that. I just want to like wave my fingers,
Roll deception.
wiggly stuff, and make him think that I did.
Okay.
I see what he's doing. I'll druid craft some wind on top of it, so it feels extra magic.
He's a little leery of it, but he knows not to screw with magic. And he goes, okay, promises.
Keep your friends out of our way, and we'll keep out of yours. Or we could make sure that my boy here grows up nice and strong, isn't that right? Who's your good boy? Who's your boy?
I'll just turn and signal the goblin to just leave. Leave now.
He starts backing away about 4 or 5 steps, then he turns and he runs and disappears into the forest, into the jungle.
Serious. Throw something for Talon the other direction.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a plethora of goblin parts here.
Oh yeah, Talon is not even chasing him down. Talon looks like he's sated for now.
Yeah, I'll just make sure he has a really good dinner because he was your Joko boy.
All right. So the rest of you, there is plenty of camp left to explore. Inete and Undrul and Eku and all of the NPCs. Sorry, and Azaka will explain to you that the goblins jumped them while they were exploring. They didn't have much time to look through the camp.
Right. I'll help look.
Okay. So there are tents to the north. There are 2 large tents in front of the statue. There's a ruined building to the south.
I'll look through the ruined building.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yeah, I will try to help Sunny after I get done getting away from Dasher and Dancer and Azaka and Prancer and Vixen and all the others.
Okay, just a second. All right, the ruined building. So when you go inside, this looks like a partially built shrine. And it's at the moment it's just kind of a burned out ruin, but you do see just hanging from a peg on the wall. You don't even need to roll to investigate this. It looks like a silver holy symbol of Torm that's hanging from a leather thong from a peg on the wall. The glint of it catches your eye. It was behind a little bit of debris, but it wasn't really hidden very much. It's probably worth about 25 gold, or you might want to
give it back to the person who worships Torm.
Yep.
I'll think about it. No, I'm kidding. I take it, make sure there's nothing else in the building, and then head out.
Doesn't seem to be.
Doesn't seem to be as in I haven't rolled my investigation check, or doesn't seem to be as in I can safely assume I searched thoroughly and didn't.
You
find
can
anything.
safely assume.
Okay, cool. Yep, take it, bring it back.
I'll check out some of the tents. The one that are closer by. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. There's also a bunch of dead goblins. But when you check out the tents, you find in one sort of hidden underneath some discarded rotting bedding, a small parcel, and in it are some gems. It looks like it was a soldier's stash. There are 4 gems. Each one is worth about 10 gold.
Any names or anything that could help notify whose it might belong to? Oh, well, you know what they say. Finders keepers.
All right.
While everyone is searching the camp, can I just identify this jug?
Yes. Are you casting Identify?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to do it as a ritual.
That's fine. You can take the 10 minutes, cast Identify. It is an alchemy jug.
Brian. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's almost like Delmore's an alchemist.
Oh my god! Oh,
for you.
What? Honey! I yell at the jug. Delmore, look at it. I want to know.
Honey? Yeah, must be broken. I'll look at it later.
Damn it!
4 gallons of beer. No, 8 waters of fresh water. 8 gallons of fresh water.
A lot of useful things, like acid.
8. We need 1 gallon per day each. Is that right?
Yes.
Hold on. Oh, great. Cool. That's 8 people.
Yeah. But don't forget that Talon needs some as well.
Oh yeah.
We could make a literal gallon of honey. I just read it. I didn't actually know that honey was available. That's awesome. Quiet, you.
The cats that roam the jungle have come in to pick away at our goblin corpses.
The wild cats of Chult.
Yeah. Minsk says, "Boo! What has gotten into you?"
Anybody else loot anything else?
Is anybody else going to examine anything else?
Janete was running around. I didn't look at my notes before I said that, so it might be a Tene. But
Inete.
whatever her name is, she was looking around. If I help her, does she find anything that she was hoping to find?
She really just wanted to double check and make sure that no supplies were left behind or anything like that. And it doesn't look like it. You guys make a pretty thorough examination of the camp, and it looks like they did get out all the supplies.
Okay. Marnie will check the bodies.
Yeah.
Just disgruntled.
Okay. Roll
Shovel? Oh.
roll investigation. You get +5. That's your bonus.
Okay, so that's a 20. Sorry.
Excellent. So,
It was all worth it.
yes, it really was. For that, the group will get 4 rolls on the table, and I'm going to let you hand them out. You can give yourself 1, and you can hand out the other 3, or you can hand out all 4, whichever you like.
Please stop, Brian. I can only get so erect.
To think I wanted to dig goblin graves.
So,
This
is your bonus for in character.
So I can hand out all 4 rolls?
You could hand out all 4 if you don't want to take a roll for yourself. Now, of course, you guys will be able to pass this stuff around later. It's just the fun of rolling.
I feel guilt that I did not play a part in that fight. So I would like to at least hand out Dawnflower and Sunny and Tyrius get one.
Okay.
And then
right.
Delmore for getting one for trying to get me out there.
Okay.
Really trying.
D20s.
All right.
Yeah, levitate was super good in that little temple thing.
Yeah, that worked.
All of 4.
No, that's okay. And Sunny.
Brian's actually using a chart where the average is the best, and it gets worse the
Nope.
closer to the ends.
All right, everyone but Delmore, give me a D100. Delmore, you found on one goblin a corroded spear inlaid with what appears to be thousands of petrified spiders.
Oh,
That's awesome.
oh, I saved the. I know. I want to hide this as well as I can.
This is your. I'm going to try to kill Tyrius spear.
I'll use it now.
He doesn't even need to stab him with it. He just needs to put him next to him when he sleeps and just let him wake up.
So Delmore's going to approach Tyrius.
With the
Hey,
spear?
Tyrius, no. It's I got it like in a bag or something.
I thought I heard like a junk break in the background.
I'm gonna dig some goblin graves. Can you help me? Here's a shovel, and I want to hand him the spear.
Why did I hear that I should roll 1d4?
No, I said a D100.
20.
No,
There's
but I mean, I
20
rolled a
and
4
100.
first.
I meant a D20. So give me a
That
D20
yeah.
for, and if
I
you
was so happy for rolling a 4 on my 1d4.
It's the little thing.
okay, so that was still a D100. I'm going to keep that 43, and I need a D100 from Tyrius.
Alright.
So you hand me the spider thing?
Yeah, tell you here's I'm gonna hand you the spider spear.
So mean.
Give me a second.
I am so happy. We're finding stuff. We're finding cool things. This is what we wanted. This is what we voted on.
When you hand me the spear, I reach out trustingly. You can see in my eyes there is a look there like, you're my friend. I trust you. Just without reason, without judgment or second guessing, I just...
What? Oh, no.
What happened? What's going on?
And then Tyrius runs away. Taking off his armor, throwing it around beside him. Fucking,
What?
like, just strips down to the small clothes and is still, like, throwing parts of his gear around. Just...
I'll approach Sunny. What is he doing? Is it a ritual or something?
He's a big, he really doesn't like spiders.
Why not?
Tom Cruise, use your magic, get the spiders off me!
I keep asking him. He says something about flying spiders with parachutes made out of web. I don't...
I haven't learned how to do
I
that.
haven't gotten the answer out of
But
it.
climbing on the walls is very useful.
I know, they're not that bad.
Not at all. I think we should do some therapy. I have an herb. It will trip a little, but I think that it might fix it. We should try. Maybe later, though.
Yeah. Not in the middle of the jungle. When we're back in town, maybe. I don't know.
It works better in the jungle. The smells and everything. But maybe when he's calmer.
Sure.
That was fun. I'll just start digging goblin graves.
Marnie will help.
Tyrius will return 2d4 days later.
Okay. I also...
Minsk
while
will
he's-
get all the glory.
Yeah. Actually, Minsk goes running off after Tyrius. I need Tyrius to roll me a d100, and we'll come back to him in a second.
I like that it's in your fevered panic that you find your thing.
Probably
It's a
trip
train
on it.
falls out.
Okay. So, Dawnflower, you find a short length of mangled, blackened, mummified flesh. And it's tied up with a leather thong made into, like, the leather is made like into a necklace. And there was one goblin wearing it. When you notice it, and it looks weird, right? Why is it wearing this, piece of
Jerky.
essentially jerky around its neck? And Eku, seeing that, tells you, "Oh, this is a charm. It should it is a piece of zombie. It should move when there are undead nearby."
Oh,
That's badass.
very interesting. I'll take it.
Very, very useful.
It is.
I mean spiders.
Sunny, you
That's awesome.
find a small 10-foot long piece of rope that seems very well cared for. It was coiled up on a goblin. And when you uncoil it to look and see if it has any special properties, it sort of wraps around one of your arms, maybe a little tightly.
Oh.
The rope seems to be made of vine.
Is it hurting me?
It's very snug, but it doesn't seem to be hurting you.
Okay. Interesting. Does it appear alive? Or is it magically moving?
Roll a nature check or an arcana check.
I don't have either of those, but I am pretty good at nature. I mean,
It appears to be still alive.
but definitely a vine, not a snake.
Not a snake, it's a vine.
Okay. Huh. I'm gonna experiment with a little bit, take it and see if it can be coiled around other things? Like go up to like a branch or something like that, see if it coils around it.
Okay, so roll investigation for me. Oh, excellent. So you go around trying to get it to wrap around different things, and you find that it tends to only wrap around animals.
So living things, then.
Yeah, but not plants. So,
okay, yeah, sorry.
Warm-blooded things.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So not reptiles?
Well, so there's in the scientific community, there's a large belief that like dinosaurs were probably warm-blooded.
Okay,
or at least some of them.
I mean, like, if there's a giant. Well, actually, I don't know. Never mind. Okay, I was just wondering if that was like a very specific thing where it's like warm-blooded as opposed to just anything actually, as opposed to plants.
So what you've noticed is it will work on Talon, and it will work on you, and it will work on the other people in the group, but it doesn't work on trees or rocks or statues.
Yeah, figured. So like you said in the first place, animals. All right, cool.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
How long is it?
10 feet.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I take it and try throwing it. I say, hey, who wants to help me experiment?
I can help.
Okay. You can throw it at Dawnflower, and it doesn't move fast enough to like entangle her as an attack.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the idea that maybe if you used it to tie someone up with, it would make the knots extra snug.
Way tighter than my manacles.
Mm-hmm.
Or lighter, at least.
Yep.
Okay. I wear it as a belt.
Okay.
Very fetching.
And last but not least, Tyrius. As you are running in your smoke clothes, you trip.
Over a nest of spiders.
No, I'm not that bad. Make a dex save.
I'm moderately okay at these. I die.
Now, you trip and you fall. Your foot catches on a stone tile. And when you stand, as you fall, Minsk comes up behind you and he reaches down a hand to help you up.
I spend at least 5 seconds, like, still spiraling around on the ground, just trying to make sure I am 100% spider-free. I demand that he check me everywhere to make sure there are no spiders on me, and then I accept his help up graciously.
He helps you up and he says, I understand completely. I am terrified of butterflies. And then you look at the stone tile that you tripped over, and it is intricately carved as almost like a maze. But at the middle of the maze is a carving of a winged monkey.
Macabre.
So it's like a maze, but at the center of it, it's okay. Did my sound go out?
Nope, I heard you.
Okay. That's weird. And I will make my way back to camp and just probably air out for the rest of the night. It's tired.
Okay.
I will ask Azaka, though, are there any famous mazes that she knows of?
She and Eku both sort of look at each other, and they together tell you, we are in the maze. That is another word for the jungle. This is Ubtao's maze. Then they point at Talon and they say, the dinosaurs are Ubtao's children.
Does the maze have any other identifying features on it that, like, would serve as some sort of guide to a map?
No, but they'll give you a little more explanation. They'll give you a little backstory. Ubtao was the god of Chult. And many, many, many hundreds of years ago, he got fed up with the Chultans and left. Ubtao. And after he left, the trickster gods appeared. That winged monkey in the center of the maze is probably a depiction of one of the trickster gods. Just a moment.
Well, in the meantime, seeing how Tyrius is not so warm about that spear, maybe he wants to trade it for a zombie detector.
Oh, I have both the items now, right? No, I will never touch that spear again.
I assumed you kind of just dropped it.
I know, it wasn't even just dropping it. It was like that thing where you actually recoil so hard that it flies up in the air. It probably spent like 2 turns, just everyone in a panic as they try to figure out who it's going to impale when it lands.
Like an arrow shot straight up.
Then I wouldn't mind the spear. I can actually use it. And you can have a zombie detector so that you know when to get excited about zombies.
No? I mean, the spear wasn't really mine, but he gave it to me. And he's also a jerk, so there's no way I'm letting him get it back ever, but I really want to burn it. But let me get this straight.
I don't really want it.
I can use it, and I'm not scared of spiders.
Feel free.
Here's the thing. You're like a really pretty lady, and I like that about you, but if you carry this spear around with you, I'm going to assume that you are literally composed of spiders, or at least a 98% spider-like compound.
Oh, man, this is the perfect time. I'm just gonna smile.
Do it.
I'm just gonna smile, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I'm turning into a spider. A giant one.
Ooh. I thought you were going to cast a spell called Spiders?
I thought it was going to be like infestation, but spiders come out of her mouth.
No. But I can turn into a spider, and I will do it right now. Just for shits and giggles.
No.
If you turn into a spider, I run immediately opposite, and like there's probably a giant foot there, and I just run smack into it, and that's where I sleep for the rest of the day. Just unconscious.
And you've probably never seen a spider laugh, but, you know, there's one rolling on the floor right now. It seems to be having a good time.
That or it got sprayed with some Raid.
Yeah.
We should do something nice for Tyrius.
I'll turn back into a person still laughing. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just so easy. I mean, it's just a little spider.
Tyrius, are you... Tyrius? Tyrius? Is he unconscious?
Looks dead to me.
So Tyrius runs off. He runs smack into the statue, knocks himself out, wakes up just in time for his watch.
I think we camp here then.
Do we
But-
have to camp on the shore, or do we camp? Well, I don't know how big the boats are.
There's lots of empty
Isn't there a
tents.
camp already set up here? Yeah, we can just
Yeah, there
use
is.
this one.
But Eku will continue telling you that most likely that carving is a depiction of the trickster god Wongo.
Really like the
That's spelled
Chult names.
exactly how it sounds.
Yes.
It's like mango, but with a W.
And an O.
Yeah.
That was the trick. Flip the M upside down.
Wongo is the flying monkey god.
And she will explain that he's not actually a flying monkey. He's a Sioux monster.
A Sioux monster. Like a lawyer? A Sioux monster. Assuming that happens before I am infested by spiders, what is a Sioux monster?
Sioux monsters are like flying monkeys, but different, evil. So the flying monkeys are just animals.
Please don't let Delmore hear this.
Big and breeze.
Yeah, the Sioux monsters are maybe 5 feet tall. They have long tails. They use tools and weapons. They're smart. There are rumors of them having magic, maybe, or some other kind of abilities that were given to them by Wongo.
Well, that is really interesting. I don't let Delmore hear any of that if I can avoid it.
And while she's saying this, Minsk goes, and we know that Nanny Poo Poo, the stinky one, uses regular flying monkeys as her spies. And he looks sidelong at Macabre.
This one is our friend, though.
Oh, okay.
No, Macabre is no spy. I will take this opportunity. I've been waiting for this opportunity to feed Macabre and use. Hey,
Excellent.
Nanny poo poo.
Nani Poo Poo does not have any of her poo poo on my Macabre.
Yeah?
He's a very clean monkey.
Okay. So you guys are going to rest the night here. I would like some some perception rolls for the watch.
Perception.
And
All right.
Minsk will take a watch as well.
Do we have a map order?
My friends are terrible people.
Or
Hmm?
a watch order?
Yeah, we have a watch order.
Oh, God. Man, my perception's.
Yeah, we have it on the,
Goes first.
Ah, player page. That's what it is.
The
So,
order of all things.
Me and Tyrius. So do I do a perception check as well?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So,
I just like cry on Sonny's shoulder. Just
Tyrius, I'm trying to. You're getting tears on the book. Please just.
wait. The eyes.
Here,
Why do
cuddle-
they have so many eyes?
Cuddle with this, and I give him the rope to wrap around himself to give us a security blanket.
Okay, so you two do make it through your watch without incident.
I want to cry within 15 feet of Delmore so that he's kept up all night, plagued by my sorrow.
I will comfort you with a jug of. What do we
You
got?
come near me with anything that isn't visible immediately, I assume it's spiders.
It's a
and
jug.
flea. What's in the jug? Does
What do you
the jug make spiders?
Wait. What do you
You
want?
invite your friends over and you're like, would you like a tall glass of spiders?
No. Tyrus, what do you want to be in the jug?
Your pain? Do you have any pain for
I
Delmore?
think I can
in
do
the jug?
that. Acid or poison? Dealer's choice.
Right now, I need some time. We can be best friends again tomorrow. Maybe. It was a good joke. I laughed.
You didn't.
I did not
You didn't
laugh.
laugh.
It was
Everyone else
hilarious.
thought it was funny. I mean, this guy Minx shows up, and he's, 6, 7 feet tall, and he just impresses everyone, and I'm
Wait,
pretty
wait,
sure
wait, wait.
he
Let me
casts
stop.
Destroy
Right.
Goblin at 9th level.
Didn't you pull Talon out of a pit single-handedly, and he didn't? Pretty sure that happened.
He also didn't run into the forest and a statue and die in spiders.
I'm gonna go ahead and edit this part out.
While they
Listen.
cry on their end, I totally want to flirt with Minx.
Brian,
I can
Minx?
never say his name. Yes, his name. Tall, tattooed, and strong. Because I've been really impressed by his.
I'll botch my long rest. I'll take the exhaustion level to comfort Tyrius in his time of need.
Okay.
I will warn Minx secretly that she is 98% spider compound by volume.
As long as she is not a butterfly.
No, I can't turn into a butterfly yet. Maybe someday. I have a mate who's a butterfly, though.
Yet.
Very, very charming.
Okay. Let's see. Second watch, Delmore.
I'm gonna be preoccupied. I'm gonna let Remington do all the watching.
Okay. Remington does alert at one point.
When that happens, can I use my action to see through his eyes?
Yes. And hang on a second.
Thing that I've never actually seen any of us use effectively.
You know,
I
they
don't know.
have telepathic
Tiri used it.
communication. Yeah.
Did she? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Never mind. I just forgot about that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The cat get no respect. Or all the
To be
respect.
honest with you, I only liked one of the 4 Eggery.
Yeah, they got just a lot
Creepier.
darker after they died.
I don't know, after they were burned. and just-
Okay, so when you use his senses, is it just looking, or do you get to hear and everything?
I think you have to choose.
Let me check the exact text.
It's
Thank
one
you.
or the other.
If that's the case, his hearing's a lot better than his sight, so I would use that anyways. Hearing and smell, I think he.
You can
uses
hear
it.
and see until the start of your next turn.
Ooh.
Gaining
Awesome.
benefits of any special senses.
And I need to check his senses then.
That'd be cool for tremor sense then, or I guess blind sense, echo. What?
Yeah.
If you have a bat or a bat.
I'll bet that you'll let a goblin rip all the hair out of, and then slowly gets replaced by a tiny beholder.
That was very specific.
Seemed targeted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
He's not even-
I would like you to roll 1d5. 1d... Sorry, no. Because Tyrius is up 1d3. So he was... Remington was going around checking on the tents, and he saw... just as he alerted, you look through his eyes, you see an ancient, withered crone bent over Marnie. And she's got a small pair of scissors in her hands. And she snips a lock of hair. And she looks up at Remington, and she vanishes.
That's not Tyrius. Tyrius. I imagine he's like sleeping next to me. I just want to shake him. I shake him. I shake him. Tyrius.
Spider!
There's a witch.
Oh, thank God.
No spider. Witch. I take him to the witch.
I stand up and I start, all clothes and halberd, glaive, whatever I've got. I challenge the witch to open combat by shouting into the forest.
She was right here, I swear. She had scissors. They were tiny scissors, like little shears.
Shouting. Face me in combat, wench.
She was right here.
What?
I know we
Is this a
learned.
trick? Is this like that time that you handed me a spear that was infested with spiders?
It was supposed to be a shovel.
I see Marnie's sleeping bag, and I'm like, is nothing but spiders underneath that sleeping bag?
Okay, so Marnie. Larry? Mute?
Well, this happens.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
You take
Oh no.
Oh, no.
10 points of damage. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 10. You do not get a benefit from your long rest. So you suffer
Oh!
1 point of exhaustion. As Tyrius and Delmore, you rush forward doing all of this. You see Marnie just thrashing and broken out into like a flop sweat and just crying and you know, whimpering in her sleep as if she's having the worst nightmare ever.
What is it with all
We
this
have to get the
noise?
spiders off her quick.
Listen, I don't think that's the issue. You don't go do the thing with your hands where they glow. Do that. Go.
Okay, I will inspect her, seeing the concern on Delmore's face that this is not just a prank. Obviously, I don't know everything that you just rolled in the chat.
Right.
What can I roll to find out what I do know?
You can roll Arcana or Religion.
Ooh, I'm a paladin. That means I have a really good religion score. Hey!
So as part of your training, you did learn about other evil creatures beyond just the undead. So you do know about hags. You do know about other forms of fiend. And so you know that this creature likely stepped between the ethereal plane and the material. Probably took a token from Marnie and inflicted this upon her. You know that you don't have the ability to help her.
I know that sorry, what?
You know you don't have the ability currently to help her.
So, well, that's what I wanted to know. I obviously I don't know that those two spells in particular are mentioned, but I do have access to one of those spells. Do I think that might help her in the future?
I'm sorry. You do have access to one of those spells?
I'm pretty sure paladins get protection from good and evil. Let me double check. I don't have it now, and obviously it's already happened, but I mean, it might prevent her from being affected by it again.
Yes. Yeah, and you would know that. You would know that protection from good and evil would prevent further contact, but wouldn't restore anything lost.
Yeah. Okay, so I will relay that information as best I can and say that I can probably protect her from further contact with the hag, but I need more silver and iron. Oh, never mind, I have holy water. But I need time to meditate and prepare the spell.
Delmore? Oh.
Is she awake?
No, she is thrashing around in her sleep.
Ah! Sorry, I thought I was awake.
Nope.
Part of your nightmare.
You're not supposed to wake them up, right?
What is with all that noise? Please, I am trying to sleep.
Shh.
So, yes, the rest of you, Tyrius, you would know it's okay to wake her up. It's probably,
Yeah.
more compassionate.
Otherwise. Yeah. But I will stir her awake and let Delmore be the one to comfort her.
They took me. Oh God, they took me back. I was back home. Oh, fucking hell. What happened? I feel terrible.
Well, do you want some honey?
Marty nods.
I'll make some honey with the alchemy jug. So, actually, this is a question that I have. The alchemy jug in that picture is like a bunch of openings with quartz in it. The jug isn't like an open jug that it fills with. Does it pour out of, or how does this? What's happening? What's going on there?
So, it's a jug. I mean, think of it like a one of those
Like a pitcher, or
no, it has a small opening at the top.
so it fills and then you pour it out.
Yeah.
Okay. No, so Monty, you were visited by a hag, and I have no idea what the implications of that are, but Tyrius is on. You're gonna be probably fine.
She looks unwell. I do worry that will linger still. I can only protect her from further contact.
I feel terrible.
I do have some magic I could try, but I don't know if it will help.
Marty's
I don't
also
have powerful enough, but I do feel
Marty's just
concerned
got-
for Marnie.
Sorry, I keep talking at you.
No, go ahead.
Marty just has the alchemy jug, and she's doing like a Winnie the Pooh, like putting in a whole hand and putting it in her mouth.
Just for the principle, I'll just, lesser restoration. It's not going to do anything, but I do want to make Marnie feel better, so I try. And it fails. But it's okay.
Thank you, Dawnflower.
I'm sorry. It seems it's not really working, is it?
No. I don't think someone likes me.
What do I know about hags? Are they common?
They are not.
Is this night hag Nanny Poo Poo then? Is that what we think?
Maybe.
So, because of all the commotion, everybody else starts waking up. Minsk comes over a little blearily. He's like, "Is it my watch yet?" Seeing all of you around, looking very concerned, he gets caught up and he says, "It is not, but I will go keep watch while you take care of her." And so he steps back to go. But Eku comes up along with Azaka and she says, "This does not sound like Nanny Poo Poo. She does not leave her home, ever. This is someone else."
That's even worse.
Why would
have
she
no
be
idea.
targeted though?
Can we find her?
Maybe.
Um,
Certainly try. If we try to target her hair, maybe. With some magic.
yeah, Brian, she took hair, right?
She took a lock of hair.
I saw
But
that lock.
Eku, looking at Marnie, reaches out a hand, starts speaking in a language I don't know that many of you understand.
What is it?
And does this.
Ooh. As a cantrip too? She's good.
She is good.
God. I'm throwing shade tonight.
We must be in the forest because M has got some shade.
No, it's innate, so that's why it shows up as a cantrip.
Holy shit. Well, I didn't expect that. Should I restore?
So you are back to your full... it restores your maximum, but you are still hurt.
I'm at 15,
and you're still exhausted.
Okay. Man, this has been a roller coaster ride, I tell you what.
Not that long ago, we were just terrorizing Curious. It was funny then.
But she looks similarly exhausted from that.
Who did it for me?
Eku, Minsk's guide.
Okay, well,
the
Marty
old woman.
Marty gives her like the biggest, but yet softest, partly on purpose and partly from the exhaustion and the damage she took, but the biggest hug she can.
Sonny, what languages do you speak?
We can't hear you, but wait. Oh, on purpose.
Okay.
Touche.
Choking on something.
Could have gone down the wrong pipe.
Mm-hmm. That happens to me all the time.
Happens to me, like, randomly just with spit. Like, I forget how to breathe.
Yeah, that happens to me too.
Like, why is Larry coughing? Oh, probably that again.
I tried to do the thing and I just died.
So, Sonny, roll me a history check. This is going to be a very, very difficult DC because this is a very obscure language.
Thanks.
Yep.
Roommate aggro.
That was for you. History? You do not recognize it. It doesn't even sound like any other language you know of. Okay. But Minsk offers to take the rest of the watches for the evening to let everyone get some rest, seeing that most of the group looks very tired. The rest of the night will pass without incident.
Only I had not rolled so poorly.
And in the morning, you all awake. A couple of you more tired than you would like. What would you like to do?
Is there any chance that hag will come back to take more from me, do you think?
Minsk nods, smiles broadly at you, sort of claps you on the shoulder, and he says, "Yes, of course there is. It is evil and it has chosen you. How lucky."
Huh. Bolstered by his confidence, Marty grabs her axe and says, "Yeah, maybe right. All right, you son of a hag, I'm gonna get you."
That's the spirit.
Should we try to locate it? Try to find the hair? Try to find the witch?
Perhaps we could just keep going and use me as bait, and then next time she comes for me, we might be able to take her.
That is also a possibility.
Eku nods to that and says, "This is probably your best bet. If she comes back, she will come back for her first target. Protect her. Watch her. Set a trap."
I don't mind doing that. Let's keep moving. Let's go find the other camp.
As you pack up and start to move towards the boats, Minsk shoulders a couple of packs, one for him and one for Eku. And he says, "This is where we say goodbye."
Oh no.
No, Minx, don't go.
Really?
Stay.
Such a shame. I thought we were heading in the general same direction, no?
"Oh, but we prefer to travel by jungle. There is more evil to kill here."
Please stay with us. It's safer. We could use your...
I will pet Boo and say goodbye.
Boo likes you.
Well,
He
do
says, "See you soon."
You do be careful.
If
Try
you
to
see...
leave some evil for the rest of us.
I make no promises. If you see my friends, tell them I will catch up to them soon.
Your friends?
He had mentioned that he had been in a tavern in Port Nyanzaru waiting for some friends, and just nipped out with Eku to take care of this nanny poo-poo problem, and hadn't met up with them.
About the friends?
He did not.
I will ask because I'm like, well, fuck, who am I supposed to look out for? But it's probably like, yes.
Oh, they are called the Company of the Yellow Banner. They're led by the valiant knight Lord Brixton.
No, it should be easy enough to remember.
His traveling companions are Bravus Boulderborn, the dwarf cleric of Moradin, Seward, the noble ranger, Sephiris, my best friend Seph, the dragonborn paladin of Bahamut, Devlin Bashir, wonderful wizard, unfortunate curse, and Biff Longsteel, unfortunate name, good guy.
One of those names sounds familiar to me as a human being who is a real person, but
One of them sounds like a real time character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
do I-
saying the same thing. Thinking the same thing. God.
do I recognize any of those names from anything?
I don't know.
All right.
They are NPCs.
Are they characters that are from the Forgotten Realms history? Or
I
anything
don't
like
know.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I have not done research on them. They are part of the adventure.
that? Okay, so they're not something that you made up. So they're not likely to be a Wheel of Time character. Never mind.
With a fantastic mustache.
Yeah, Bashir, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
And if you ask him about it, he'll explain the Devlin Bashir's curse is that he looks like a half goat.
Oh.
Oh, his eyes are like creepy as fuck.
Those square pupils.
Does he go?
It is a bad curse.
Oh God.
Man.
I mean, do you make him laugh on purpose?
No, but there is an upside. He can eat anything.
His really good footing.
Yeah.
Startle's easy though. You have to be careful.
It has been an absolute pleasure traveling with you, and I do hope we meet again. I would like to actually show you my prowess with my weapons.
Oh, I expect we shall. I will try my best not to die in the meantime. You do the same.
Damn straight. You take care of your hag, we'll take care of ours. Clink, clink, of like the axes together.
That is a deal. And he and Eku start off into the jungle.
He was very nice. I do hope we meet him again.
So
Well, that was fun.
Before we leave, can I, like, probably before this even happens, can I basically run Talon into the ground? Just, like, get out there and fucking sprint, get him tired so he's sweepy for the boat ride.
Roll animal handling.
Hunting.
Yeah, do some hunting. Maybe there's some more goblins lying around.
Yeah.
Play fetch with a goblin arm.
Maybe we
Scout
come back with Boo. They're like, what the fuck?
Give me an animal handling.
Yeah, sorry, she was loading.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, you can tire him out. You catch some small game, but there's no sign of any goblin anywhere nearby.
Okay.
We probably saw the giant spider woman.
Spider Woman?
Their survival instinct is strong.
Okay, so you load up the boats and set sail towards Camp Vengeance. Let us see what happens. Are you continuing at your fast pace down the river?
Until we get within...
You are 2 days from there at either pace, fast or normal.
We might as well just normal it then, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
During the boat ride, I can identify that spear.
Please do. I'm not sure it's going to be super useful because I forgot that I have garbage strength, but who knows?
It's got uses other than that. You can poke traps with it.
True. Or just scare Tyrius.
You find that the spear is not magical. It is just
A cool-looking spear.
cool-looking, creepy spear. The head of the spear, in fact, is ill-maintained and should probably be replaced.
Oh, there you go.
Is this like the giant's bag?
That's a weird spear.
It's just spiders. I don't understand why you're so scared of them.
Oh yeah, what boat is Dawnflower and Downmore getting in? Because I don't get in that boat.
I believe we are on the other one.
Yeah, we're not on the same
Perfect.
boat as you.
Fantastic.
Go easy on Tyrius. I know I didn't, and I thought it was funny, but he is really scared of spiders.
So, as you get into the boats, the rain starts to come pouring down. Azaka looks around. She sort of sniffs the air even. It is cold rain, even though it's incredibly hot in the air. So the mixture of the two makes almost like fog when the rain hits the river. And she says, "I do not think that we are facing a storm today, but the rains will be very heavy. Visibility will be limited. It is good we are not traveling as quickly as possible."
Oh, that's something that I forgot that I should definitely do. Remind me in the mornings to druid craft the weather and be your weather lady so that we know what kind of weather we're going to face during the day. Because I can totally do that. But
Tune in for news at 6 with Weather Lady Dawnflower.
Ooh. Wait, you're sure it's the same color as the background?
Oh, shit.
Just a floating head.
Head and arms.
Okay.
I dance.
Yeah.
But
Can we find shelter?
you can if you want, but Azaka says that you're probably better off just sticking to the river and dealing with the downpour.
We can throw some tarps up, maybe? Makeshift, like, roof using the spear, a 10-foot pole, that kind of thing.
Yeah, she rigs one of the water catchers over the rain barrel that you have to catch water.
Try to spend my time helping it catch water, using shape water just to, like, funnel it.
Yeah. And you top off the water barrel. But otherwise, not much happens for the day. I need some... Sorry?
I was just gonna say I grab a leaf, make a hat with it, and explain to Delmore why it's better to fish when it rains because the fish bite more.
This is actually...
He's still learning about fishing.
Why is that?
Yes. I am not sure.
Oh, okay.
But it's true. In the morning it's better, and when it's raining it's better. Don't ask me
notes.
why. I don't know.
Everything that Don Flower has told me about fishing, I will keep in a journal.
Excellent.
I'm a little bummed because, you know, you can't smoke when it rains. It just fucks everything up. So, but, you know, fishing's...
well, we might be able to.
We need a roof of some sort.
We have a roof.
That's true. You're a genius, Delmore.
Thank you.
Roll a sleight of hand, Delmore. This is for how well you put together the roof.
Yeah!
Amazing!
That's stealth, but I assume it's the same modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the roof holds all day. You can smoke it if you got them.
I do.
Just want to say, anybody who takes a smoke break is a bad person.
Azaka from the front of your boat, Tyrius, says, "Is their boat on fire?"
You have to understand. She may or may not be... Sorry. She's a stoner.
Oh, yeah, that I understand. I am familiar with that tribe.
There's a whole tribe of them.
But yeah, the rest of the day passes without incident. Can I get some perception checks for the night? Were you guys going to try and do anything special?
Do we roll for the fishing, or we just assume that?
So while you're on the river, I'm assuming you will catch enough for everybody to eat, and not deplete any rations or any of your supplies.
So we just supplement it with your good berries, and I don't think there's a way we can not have enough food.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, did Undrill, is that her name? Did you remark at all about me returning the
Oh yeah,
Omnitorm?
yeah. She thanked you, and you know, thanked all of you for helping with the goblins. Yeah,
Cool. I just wanted to make sure I gave it to her and that she was thankful. No, I'm kidding.
yeah. No, she definitely is.
I want to ask Azaka about the Amsterdam tribe.
She'll tell you that several of the tribes make use of local produce in various ways. That she is pretty sure, based on the accent, she knows where Dawnflower is from, and it's a village near the River Tath, sort of close to Jahaka Bay.
All
All right, Brian. So, are we sleeping? This is a weird question. Are we sleeping in the boats tethered to the side of the river, or are we setting up like a camp?
So you have been setting up camps every night, but you can do whichever.
Well, I mean, tonight we wanted to try to like set a trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we need to plan for traps to catch eggs.
Now, how are we going to do that? They're notoriously slippery.
If they can, we know that they blend planes, right? Like, how do we lock her down in these planes?
A fairy circle. Circle of mushrooms. Wait, hold on. Let me consult something. Can I make an Arcana check? How can you do that?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
I mean, magic circle.
Definitely fairy circle.
Yeah, you aren't sure. But Tyrius, because you have training in this, you can make an Arcana or Religion check as well.
I will Arcana or Religion check as well.
Mm-hmm.
I will land on that solid 7.
Okay. You also, there was a pretty girl in class that day, and you weren't paying any attention.
What about
She was
me?
the
Would I
teacher.
know anything as a bard? Have I heard anything about these witches?
Do you have proficiency in Arcana?
I have it in history. That's it.
Okay. No.
Dang it.
I can make us real discreet.
Now, if I can catch her and we get lucky, I might be able to keep her, down for a little while. But I mean, fortunately, not that long. Especially once we start hitting her.
I can make us discreet, but for about an hour. So if she doesn't show up around that time, it's kind of lost.
Do we have anything? Because she has to track us down each night. Oh, wait, no. She has the lock of Marnie's hair now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't really do anything other than let Remington keep watch.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't have anything either.
Wait, can people actually track you with your hair in this system?
I
Scry,
think
right?
There's a lot of witch shit.
Scry, yeah, but that's like you can see what they're doing, but not exactly you don't know where they are, especially if
Okay,
everything
yeah.
looks like jungle.
Something
So
happened.
If
for
we
that,
had the ability to, move in
So-
through the forest, make it difficult for her to find us.
are you? Hang on. What's your subclass? Or your archetype?
Lore.
Okay, so you would know this much, that there is an ability called Locate Creature.
Yeah,
That
but
that will let them do that.
there's a range to it.
There is. It's 1,000 feet. There are also spells that will allow you to transport directly to people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got nothing here, guys.
Well, Dawnflower, what was the thing you were going to do to make us real discreet?
Well, it's magic, but it's nothing too fancy. Pass without a trace to be meta about it.
To also be meta about it, it doesn't protect you from magical means
No.
tracking.
I mean, it
Yeah,
just
that's,
finds us real good, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that it could help. I could try to see where she's at.
I can try to provoke her by protecting Marnie while she rests, and maybe she will
Be
decide
real
to show
mad.
herself to, I don't know, kill me instead. And then we can try to save my life, please.
You know, I have one idea that isn't going to work, but
my plan! Shit!
What is it?
Tell us of your plan.
well, I'm just gonna write a note to the little mystical people that I've been letting into my bag. Or I can't stop them. I don't really care. They're nice. I like them, but this is the only resort I can resort to.
So
My last resort, perhaps.
Suffocation. No.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna write them. a little.
Can we try to maybe like dig maybe a little pit, like something like trapper, like just with like a physical trap, like a snare of some kind?
Actually, it's funny that you mention it because I was just looking at a spell who is literally called Snare, and it's new and it looks cool, but it's not a small creature, so it won't work. Never mind.
What if
I
we get?
can marry the hag and give her 60% of my earnings. And maybe convince her to leave Marnie alone.
Well, in any case, we just gotta keep the hag away. Really.
okay.
All right. I guess I will just try to remain vigilant on my watch and cast. So here's the thing. It says that this spell will protect her.
Mm-hmm.
But it only lasts 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Does it protect her for the duration, or do I have to cast it while she's already, like, all up in her mind?
It needs to be cast before the hag does her thing.
Right, but in the 10 minutes that it lasts, like, it doesn't have a lingering effect that
No.
will protect her through the night. Yeah. This plan is shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
We
just
have-
try to stay close to her.
How long does it take to cast?
In fact, it takes an action. So I'll just Three's Company your bedroll with you and Delmore. And if I see her, I'll just touch you on the face real quick.
Well, don't sit next to us. Try to be like more off to the side, kind of like a lookout, and then.
What time?
Totally.
What time in the night did the witch come last night?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering
The
too.
witching hour.
2:17 exact. I actually have no idea.
Go with the moon. Where was the moon in the sky when it happened?
That way.
So it was about midnight.
Okay.
Midnight hours.
So, I mean, I could cast Pass Without a Trace around like 11:30ish, and then we just hope for the best.
I wonder if midnight is special to this effect.
It's not impossible.
It could be.
Isn't that a thing with witches and the witching hour? Is that the witching hour?
I'm
It's
pretty
in
sure
the name.
witches just show up so that they can take your face and make delicate masks out of them.
Oh,
I would not know I'm not a witch. I'm a druid. There's a difference.
Yeah.
So you are.
So, yeah, I guess we hide roughly around the tent, try to be sneaky about it, and hope for the best.
'Kay.
Is that the plan?
Give me some stealth rolls.
I will.
Some of
Stay
you are exhausted.
You all get plus 10.
I'll just
you
add,
don't have quality. You just throw bodies in the way.
I'll add plus 10.
Cool. And you know what? I think that for this, I'm actually gonna turn into my most adorable form ever, which is not a spider. Don't worry.
It's 2 spiders.
I want to turn into the bunny unicorn. That is so adorbs.
You all see Dawnflower turn into a small rabbit-looking creature with jaguar spots and a curled single horn.
Tattoos are still there.
Does the jaguar pattern form the tattoo?
Could be. I don't
It's
know.
crossfade.
I just think it's adorable and it's super stealthy. I hide in the tent.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome looking, I have to say.
Yes, Dawnflower's feeling horny.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You lost your chance to minx.
I know. I should have made my move. I regret it.
You missed out.
I know. And, well, I don't have stealth on this. I guess I'll just roll dex, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Who else is hiding? And let's see. That's
I hide, but I only have like a 12. I have disadvantage.
okay. So Delmore and Marnie are in the tent, though, right?
Tyrus is also there. He's just trying to hide by being a statue.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working.
Can I also be in the tent, seeing how I'm all tiny and bunny right?
This is a very crowded tent.
This is super crowded.
I'll sleep not in the tent, but with a view into their tent.
Okay. Are you sleeping?
Gross.
No, not during the time that we think she might arrive.
Okay. I would like each of you to roll perception.
Marnie's also sleeping with her axes kind of like tucked under her.
Mhm.
Apparently, I did fall asleep.
Yeah, you did.
Did you say perception from me too?
Yeah. Everyone who's awake and watching for the witches.
Nice.
Okay. So,
Oh, I even have advantage.
roll again.
You know.
Yeah.
You just had to one up Tyrius.
It's a real bitch move.
I'm sorry.
I noticed something. I noticed it first.
So, Tyrius, you start to see a form coalesce in this very crowded tent just as you hear Dawnflower's back foot start tapping on the ground, tap, 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 and realize she noticed before you did.
So when I think the form is solid enough to stab through the chest, I do so and call out, lights, lights, lights.
Okay.
You don't want to
So-
protect Marnie.
I feel like I didn't
The best
read it.
protection is stabbing.
Well, if she's awake, she can't do it. I didn't read that, I don't think. But I think if she's awake, she can't do it. Right?
Hmm?
I don't actually know that.
Well,
Let me,
it would
let me scroll up and read
it would make sense that you can't afflict nightmares on somebody that's awake, but what do I know? Maybe she's Freddy Krueger.
So I'm hoping to do multiple things with this attack to her frontal region.
Okay, so we're going to move here.
I just want to give her a deeper cleavage if I can. Like an all the way through. Side note, the other day I was going to the store to pick up some Red's Apple Ale, and the woman in front of me in line, she like went to pay and she pulled like this disgusting $20 bill that was like soggy out of her bra, and the dude at the fucking register refused to take it. I
Nice.
fucking loved it.
I
It was
can't
like
blame him.
soap opera good for me.
Gross.
Oof. I was not ready. I was stomping. I was not ready.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
I was too busy being angry that she stomped before I shouted.
Damn it. Not the best in the initiative rolls.
You were sweepy, sweepy.
I just woke up.
Where's all our good rolls at? Everybody was just tired. It's been
Actually,
a
I'm
long day.
disadvantaged. Let me roll again.
Everyone realizes.
Yeah,
like,
actually, Tyrius, you have disadvantage on initiative.
what?
Yeah,
Why?
it's an ability check.
I didn't have exhaustion.
I thought you did.
I do.
Oh,
Alright.
then you have disadvantage on this.
Oh, shit. Aww!
That's the best.
Screw everything. Go with it.
All right. Dawnflower got.
Yeah, I don't know why mine
7.
isn't sending the tracker anymore.
Don't worry about it. I need to do some sorting on this. Oh, there's 2 of you. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
mine was
already
unchecked for some reason.
There we go.
You gotta do some housekeeping on these scripts.
Yeah. Let's see. Sunny got 11.
I might parallel Linux Mint with Windows 10 soon.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Okay. Luckily for y'all, she rolled worse than everybody.
Wow.
How was that possible?
That's astounding.
Okay, so Sunny, you are outside the tent when you hear this going on. but everybody is close enough that you're going to be able to get there on the first turn. So what would you like to do? You see a creature bending over a prone Marnie, Tyrius, and Delmore. Okay, cast it. Oh, she's acting. She is in the middle of doing something to Marnie.
Oh shoot! Should I be at full health at this point?
Yes.
All right, we're being really judgmental. Maybe she's just a practicing barber, and Marnie has excellent hair to practice on.
No.
She hurt me.
Oh, right. You're right.
So close, so close.
Okay.
I appreciate the open-minded nature.
Anything else, Sunny? Okay, Dawnflower.
Okay, well, this is not my most efficient form, but I think that I can try it anyways. I really want to stab her with my arm.
Spear her with your horn, please. Right in the heel.
Ha! Right in the butt.
Oh my god, that's a good form.
Pretty awesome.
Tiny bunny, but
Blinding speed.
The rest of you see this small furry form streak forward, fly through the air, and impale its horn all the way up to the forehead in this creature, which screams out in pain, but just sort of bats the little bunny aside, not doing very much damage at all.
Alright.
I don't think silver helps us here.
Yeah, let me just check. I think is it an action, or can I do as a bonus action to revert to my normal form?
I believe it's a bonus to revert.
Okay. Well, so it seems like it doesn't do much damage to her, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I will return to my normal shape.
Okay.
In this crowded tent that has way too many people right now.
Yeah. In fact, I want you to make a dex save.
That's okay.
So you just barely managed to keep your footing. You're sort of hunched over in the tent, over top of, as you can't tell if you're standing on Delmore or Marnie or Tyrius or who, as now the tent is far too crowded. All right.
No, never mind.
Was there anything else? Sorry.
I was just starting to wonder if I could just flip the tent or something. Just get rid of the top part so that we're not crowded.
That would be an action, probably.
That's fair. Then I'm just gonna try not to step on anybody's space.
Marnie, you are lying down. There is this hideous-looking creature standing above you, and the night hag. I'm sorry, and Dawnflower.
Oh, I thought you were trying to sneak a bird in
my words.
Is he talking about Tyrius? I was really offended.
Talking about me.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do? You've got your axes in your hands.
Alright, so Marnie's gonna look up at the hag and go, "Oh man, you really picked on the wrong woman here," and she's gonna rage.
Okay.
And then she is going to stand up and slash. Let's see. Oh fuck.
That does not hit. Plus, because you're prone, I believe you have disadvantage, right?
Well, I was going to stand up first.
Oh, you can't.
I can't?
Because she's standing over top of you in this tiny little tent. Any of you who are under her are going to have to make an athletics check to attempt to stand and throw either her or Dawnflower off of you.
Okay, well, I'll try that.
Okay. Roll athletics. And she is going to contest.
Damn it!
She's strong.
She is stronger than she looks.
As you start to try and stand up, she just steps down hard on your chest with one foot.
Ah!
Pushes you back down.
All right. Well, damn. So yeah, then that battle axe was at a disadvantage, so I could try again to get worse than a critical fail.
Okay.
I can't. I could do way better. Of course.
Yep.
Why wouldn't I?
All right, Delmore.
Oh.
It's pretty crowded in here. I'm just gonna not try and move,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have. I can telepathically communicate. I'm gonna tell Remington to scurry up her leg, and I'm gonna cast the spell through him.
Okay, what are you going to cast?
Do the thing.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
You're going to cast light on her?
Yep.
Okay. She gets to resist this, right? Dex save.
Yeah, she gets a dex save. It's about the only useful thing I can do, though, because yeah, it's dark as fuck in here, right?
Yeah, it's midnight and you're in a tent in the middle of the jungle, no light coming from anywhere. What part of her?
So I imagined like a weasel scurrying up her leg, and his Fu Manchu-like whiskers kind of wiggle a bit, and then poke her in the forehead.
So it has to be an object.
Oh, does it have to be an object?
Yeah. She's got like this necklace of skulls to go with
it's
her
worn
motif.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go for the necklace.
Okay, so her necklace lights up and she sort of blinks back and you think she might not have seen light for a very long time. And she sort of growls out.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Okay. Tyrius, you're up.
Standing over my friend.
You were lying down between them, right?
Was I lying?
That was pretty much what I was told.
That is what you
I
said.
just assumed I was when they said a statue, I assumed I was like, you know how like they mount armor, like so it stands up. I assumed I was pretending to be that, but I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I stand up.
I need you to make an athletics check to attempt to throw her off top of you.
Oh, she's on top of me too.
It is a small two-person
everybody.
tent.
I imagine we covered you with like a ficus, and the ficus takes up like 50% of the tent.
Oops, that is on Whisper. Would you believe me if I said it was an 11?
Would you believe me if I said I'd like you to roll again?
Fuck yeah! Shit, I'll take it.
Who did you
fucked
whisper
up
that
there,
to?
Brian.
Okay. So, yeah, you sort of shove her to the side. She staggers backwards out of the tent a little bit, and you can stand. What would you like to do?
Okay. Was that my action, or was that
No,
just
that's essentially your movement. You're still within range of her to melee.
So I will say, get away from her, you bitch. And bonus action cast Thundering Smitedo on my weapon, swinging it at her with great vengeance and furious anger. And I'm gonna have to smite here, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I have a button for that. I'm getting to it, promise. I swear to God, I'm doing it. And I don't know if she's an undead or a fiend, per se. But if she is, there's some bonus damage there. Then I drop the mic. And
No, I think you need to roll another 2d8 thunder damage, too.
That's a save, though.
Well, roll it,
I'm
and
not
then we'll
arguing.
see if
Yep,
she saves.
to why we didn't all play paladins, I have no idea.
I know, right?
I would have murdered you all.
Alive. That was my goal. Doing
And it's 105 degrees. You all die.
Yeah. 2d8.
The boat sinks, and you
sorry.
all wear heavy armor, so you all sink.
Oh.
Do not.
That was not it.
Wow.
13. So the attack deals the damage.
Mhm.
And if she saves, she isn't pushed or knocked prone. That's how that works.
Okay.
So 25 plus 17 plus 16 plus 9.
We're level 3 still, right?
As she just takes an asinine amount of damage. And attempts to make a save, which she does. So she just sort of rocks back on one heel as you unleash all of this fury on her. She screams in pain. Anything else on your turn?
No, I just tell her it's her fault for not being born pretty.
Mm.
No, I don't say that.
She
one giggle.
Yeah, she points one clawed finger directly at you, Tyrius. And she says, "If you had not been claimed already, I would be coming for you next." And she disappears.
Well, shit.
The fuck?
What did she mean by claim?
Oh, I hope it's a pretty hag.
Man, I should have rolled my inspiration. Damn it.
You realize there's no such thing as a pretty hag, right?
Yes, just now.
That could have gone better.
Could have gone worse.
True.
Yeah, no, it's gone worse before.
But she's gone now, and she will be back again.
Yeah, no,
It's another sleepless night.
How long once this process is started, can she just keep on trying it?
I think so.
Tyrius, want to cast that spell on her?
I mean, it would protect her for the next 10 minutes or so.
Well, that's... Okay, how long until we reach Camp Vengeance?
Another day?
Are we still in initiative, Brian?
Are you? So, Sunny? Sunny, would you like to do anything?
Well, she's gone. I don't have anything that can detect
She
creatures.
literally just disappeared.
She might have gone invisible.
Fair enough. I'll
Does
cast Detect Thought.
invisibility remove the light effect?
The light went away too.
It did? Okay.
You'll cast what?
Detect Thoughts. I'll cast Detect Thoughts just to see.
Ooh, lots of text.
Well, the duration, you can read this.
You have to be able to
spell
see the
correctly.
creature.
Mm-hmm.
So you would know not
Never
to
mind.
cast
I
it.
would know not to do that. Yes. Okay. I also go invisible because no. I just
Fight fire with fire.
yeah, I take a second to see if I can see if she's still here somewhere. If she
Okay,
because there's
roll
very little
perception.
room inside that tent. You know, maybe she. Ooh.
So you take a moment, you listen carefully, you watch to see, because you're being able to turn invisible yourself. You're familiar with some of the pitfalls of being invisible.
Yeah, like constantly running into things or tripping over your feet because you can't see how close you are to the ground.
Right. And also, invisibility doesn't hide footprints or the sound of footfalls or things like that. So you
Oh,
listen
I know.
out for it, and you don't hear anything. You don't see, and that it has been heavily raining all day, so the ground is very muddy. You don't see any footprints. You don't see, in fact, you didn't see any footprints approaching the tent. And I'm going to assume you were all smart enough to sort of sweep away around the tent.
Yeah. It's
You know,
kinda
to
high.
clear the area around the tent. So
Yeah.
you don't see where any approached except your own.
I don't think she was on this plane when she came in. I mean, I'm trying to remember exactly what they can do. Something. I don't think she teleported in, though, because I feel like that would be too much work.
Maybe. No, I wouldn't know this. Never mind.
I don't know exactly what we can do against her long term. I think we just need to get to Camp Vengeance as soon as possible.
Acts like making deals, but that's not a good idea.
So,
She didn't approach us with a deal first. She just straight up came over and tried to start robbing the life out of.
That's when we hit it with the counteroffer: death or no deal.
So, the reason I asked about the initiative is because I wanted to. Sorry, words are hard.
Mhm.
I wanted to divine sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine waiting for my turn if saying an initiative.
No, I think I just wanted to see if anybody was going to look around first, and Sunny has definitely detected that there is nothing at the moment to see. When you use your divine sense, you do not register any evil within 60 feet.
Sorry, did she react more viciously to the smite?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's definitely one of the things that I'm good at fighting. I like that.
Yep.
Well, I guess I go back on watch between the lovers.
Okay.
We might as well, if we're not going to get any sleep, try going right now, shouldn't we?
Going where?
So
Try to get the
Azaka,
vengeance as soon as possible.
you know, who wasn't part of the trap, who was trying to get enough sleep to be like the one person, or Azaka and Undril and Inete, to be the people who are not exhausted when you're traveling, would have told you that traveling by night is a terrible idea,
No.
even on the river.
Too dangerous.
That's fair.
That the chances of getting lost, even on the river, are astronomical at night.
You know, I
So
think
we
our
keep-
best bet might be going to see the witch that, is going to die soon because Minsk is going to destroy her. She might have some kind of voodoo bullshit. I mean, not her, but, the things in her possession.
We're going to a camp populated mostly by religious-oriented warriors. It's the reason that they might have something that could aid us.
But voodoo bullshit is cool, Tyrius.
It's really, risky. Like, oh, get locked into this blood feud against my blood oath hag, and I'll monkey's paw you to death with a flying. It's dangerous shit, man.
That made no sense whatsoever.
No, I got it.
Nope, I got it. Wink.
Well, should we keep watch just for the principal?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have Remington sleep, I don't know, like inside of her bag?
Thank
what
you
are
for finishing
doing
that
over there?
sentence.
I'll just
I was gonna
I'll
say-
help. I'll braid Marnie's hair. Make a nice French braid.
Okay.
Something fun.
So who is going to
With
try and sleep?
flowers.
Thanks, Stoneflower.
I suppose I'll try to
And
sleep.
look
I'm not
so
much help.
pretty.
I want to
I'm
try and
gonna sleep
sleep too. I
because
just
I'm
want to be
tired.
within 30 feet.
Okay. Everyone give me perception checks.
Oof.
But seriously, who claimed
Oh,
Fine.
even the ones who went to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming
I
that
was-
you'll do some watch even while you try and sleep.
I was focusing on your air, Marnie. Your air is gonna look great, but I haven't seen anything else.
Thank you.
Okay.
I had flowers and everything. It was
So,
crazy.
so the rest of the night passes without incident. Quietly, none of you notice anything. Everyone who did not sleep gains another level of exhaustion. Everyone who did, because you all stayed awake half the night, I want you to roll Constitution saves for me to see if you gain a level of exhaustion.
Now, Brian, I did say that Sunny apparently fell asleep because of her terrible perception check.
Mm-hmm.
That's not canon.
So, if it had been, I would have.
I would have taken longer to stand up and get there. Got it. Okay.
Did Marnie slept though, right? She was pretty much.
Hey, natural 18.
Dawnfleur stayed up because I decided so.
There's a new spell in Xanathars called Catnap.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
look at that.
so Delmore, you get another level of exhaustion.
I'm 2 for 2.
Oh God,
Yeah,
poor thing.
but the rest of you are okay.
I accidentally put it in 12.
That's bad. You would be twice dead.
Dead.
Oh,
Does that make me a
you could
lich?
be
I'm pretty
Delmore
sure that makes
twice
me a-
deaded.
Okay, but the last day of your trip, you pack up again into the canoes, start sailing south along the Ocean Star River. Again, setting your normal pace, not the blistering one you had before. Too many clicks. Sorry. In the morning, as you are traveling down the river, you see a canoe, an empty canoe tied up along the river, and a tent, and what looks like a cold campfire. It is very lightly raining.
Is it
Just a
where we're
single
planning
one?
to stop or?
No,
This is all that remains of Camp Vengeance.
It's only about an hour after you left your camp. You think you've got another 6 or 7 hours before you get to Camp Vengeance.
Should we stop?
When we pass by it, we just see a flame and any other signs of activity. Anything?
No. The campfire is cold. You can see that from here. You can see like a cooking pot set up over it, but there's no smoke and no flame. That's about all you can see from the river.
I'm just saying, if I was camping and I wasn't evil, probably doubly so if I was evil, I would not want people to come bother me in the middle of breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
But they don't look like they're eating anything.
If I was an antisocial person in general,
You see no
I
movement
would be really upset.
from the river.
I think they might be in trouble.
Yeah, what if the jungle took them? God damn this fucking alignment. Oh, I'm neutral. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I like to help people. I feel like stopping might be, if just for a few minutes, to see what we can find.
All right.
If we can save even one person, it'll be worth it.
And if the Spider Queen wishes to visit the shore, let's go and find what we can find.
One of these days, we are gonna sit down and I'm gonna cure the fear out of you. I promise.
I'm pretty sure I will never ever sit down in a room with you again.
Okay.
Huh.
So you pull the boats over, head up to this small camp. You can see it was made for really just one person traveling. When you get there, though, you find a strange sight. It looks like a humanoid skeleton inside of a large reptilian skeleton, but they're both charred black. Somebody can roll me a nature or medicine.
I'll try. It's probably not going to be good.
Somebody, just one person, because
Nope.
Human skeleton.
Anyone with proficiency.
dang it.
Yeah, that was me. Watch me do my thing.
Nuts.
I mean, I can investigate really well.
Well, yep. I'm doing that thing.
Go, Delmore. We can do
So
it.
it's a humanoid
So
skeleton
good.
in a reptilian skeleton,
Mhm.
like inside the rib cage. Like
So, from what they rolled, who's typing real loud?
Oh, sorry, that's me. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So both Dawnflower and Delmore can tell that it's a snake. It looks like, it looks like the snake probably ate the human,
he
and
tried to burning hands his way out.
it does. You can't tell if it burned from the inside out or the outside in.
That's the sort of thing I feel like I should be able to tell with investigation. That's literally Sherlocking this shit.
It's not so investigation is figuring out how stuff works. You could roll medicine if you're proficient.
Do you have a magnifying glass? Because then you're not Sherlocking shit.
You have the hat. The hat is important.
That is important. How about the accent? You got
Sorry, Brian, you went quiet for a second or two.
Sorry, I said you could roll medicine if you're proficient.
To try to figure out the order of events?
How they died.
Oh. Okay. Nope, I'm not proficient in medicine.
Okay.
Well,
But you do see still on the humanoid, there's some scrap of belongings still left. Roll a D100.
oh shit. Guys, we're in a jungle swarming with the dead.
And the loots.
It's time. I cast ceremony and marry this. No, I cast ceremony. And I will prevent him from becoming an undead creature for 24 hours as I bury his body after he's dead.
Nice.
It's very kind.
So you find
Who would willingly convert to your religion or wishes to be dedicated to your God's service? No, sorry, that's the wrong thing.
Also, do you have 25 gold pieces?
It doesn't
Worth of
consume it,
silver?
does it? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
does not consume it.
You just have to have it.
That's actually how I got one of our quests.
So you find a strange. Most everything was destroyed, but you do find on this person in good condition a lock. It seems to be in very good condition. There's no key to go with it, so it would take thieves' tools to open it, but it's probably worth about 50 gold. It looks fairly
lock?
advanced.
And a living vine that wraps around animals. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm being pushed toward a certain direction.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not the type of girl, Brian.
You're literally rolling on different tables
I
now.
know.
Okay, but that is all you find.
Okay.
I guess we are too late to help them.
I know that you were hoping to save them, so I will perform this ceremony, not because I'm super excited about finally performing the spell, but instead just because I want you to feel better about the fact that
It's an
you
action.
tried.
I did though.
So you perform these funeral rites of the Raven Queen.
Could I just try to figure out who corpse is based off of its what we're made of its clothing, and if anything else,
Yeah.
scraps that might be around. I
Yeah.
just want to know if it's like a random adventurer, if it died.
Now you can roll your investigation.
Yay! Find something for it, and then I roll a 1.
Uh-huh. Everything's coming up,
7.
DM.
Yep.
So, you, as you're uninterested in the ceremony that Tyrius is starting to perform, so you don't notice when, for no reason, the shadows all start to lengthen. The day grows darker as he is performing these rites of the Raven Queen. But you go poking through the tent of this person. You take the last of their scraps of clothing. You don't find anything identifying on them.
I know it. He's a locksmith.
But you do notice that most of the make of the things is not Chultan.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really pinpoint it.
So this could be Volo, but I would never know. That's all right.
You have no idea.
I'm kidding. No. So yeah, he's clearly a locksmith.
Mhm.
He journeyed into the center of Cholt in order to find the epic
Lux?
lock. Yeah, the ancient, epic, legendary lock of Cholt. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Either that. Oh no, wait. He has this lock, but he doesn't have a key for it. He's looking for a skeleton key because he heard there was undead. And now it's a bad story. Just based off a pun. I could do better than that. Anyway, I go off and continue trying to make up a good story for him.
Okay.
Can she do better than that?
Oh, that's excellent.
Need water for the burn.
So you,
There's been some.
Yeah.
Everyone's done a great job with shade this evening. I mean, bravo.
Well, the jungle is really hot. We need the shade to keep cool.
Yeah, no, you had the jungle. You did the day. Bravo.
So you finish up the internment of the
Wait,
body.
what? Oh, okay.
We finish up making an intern out of him.
Yes. No, you explicitly cast this right, so you couldn't make an intern out of him.
Yeah. Sorry, wrong faith for a moment.
Yep. But then you all set back off, heading towards Camp Vengeance. As the day heads on past noon and into the into the late afternoon, Azaka tells you, we are approaching. It should be around the next bend. Cast what?
My weather forecast. Sorry, back home we call it meteo. But
Is that Final Fantasy?
no, well, yes, but no. Well, it's just French. Back at home we call it meteo to predict the weather. That's how it is. It's what came to me. I'll shut up now.
No, it's okay. So she tells you that the camp should be around the next bend. When you hear very, very loud roar. Yeah. And hang on. There it is. There it is. Okay. You hear a very loud roar. And Tyrius, you were the one who had the little chunk of jerky, right?
We never actually officially made the trade.
Yeah, no, we did.
Actually, I consulted my notes and it says we did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we did.
So as you hear that roar, you start to feel this little twitch on your chest, right where that little piece of flesh is hanging on its leather strap. And you see Azaka, who you have never seen her other than just ready to deal with anything, right? She's always been prepared. She's always been just, I've got this handled. When she hears that roar, you see the blood drain from her face. And she turns and she says, we must go. We must leave. Now.
You're right.
And you hear the sound of combat and men shouting. And she says, they cannot be saved.
No, we must go and help them. That's what.
What is it?
Tyrus,
I know
as
what
much
it
as
is?
I want to help people, we hired her so we wouldn't die. So
There are people there that could help Sonny. Sorry,
Marnie.
Marnie. They can help Marnie. And there are people there that we can help. We just stopped, not even an hour ago, to help someone, and we're going to turn our backs on all these people?
Roll
Do I
persuasion.
know what it is?
You can
you
roll
definitely
history.
convinced me, Tyrus.
At the very least, we could get them on the
Definitely
boats
convinced
and
me.
away from the whatever that is.
Excellent. That's a good start.
What can I roll, Brian?
You can roll
Okay,
history.
Tyrius.
Hey, I'm talking. You can roll history.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not my forte.
Okay. All right. And you were saying, I'm sorry, they're Austin.
Well,
Whimper.
No, we just had a lot of talking over people tonight, and I want us to get back on the proper microphone discipline.
right.
True.
I was just gonna ask Tyrus what he wanted to do.
I think we should take the ship's boats. I think we should dock the boats, get out there. Let's start getting the wounded out of here onto ours, ferry them across the river. Azaka, what is it you fear so much?
As you ask, the boats drift around a bend, and you see a creature standing on two legs, assaulting the gate of a wooden fort. It looks like a dinosaur you've seen before, but this one, you can smell it from here, and its flesh is rotting. And it's maybe twice as large as the other tyrannosaurs you've seen before. It is obviously undead.
Zombie dinosaur.
And it's not honking.
It is not honking. It is roaring, and it is clawing at the gates of this wooden fort. You see a row of archers standing upon the gates, aiming down at it, and it has arrows sticking out of it, and they seem to be having little effect. Azaka starts guiding the boat to the shore, maybe 50 feet to the north. To the north of this creature.
Brian, is it at all possible to be in the boat, like in the middle of the stream, and not be floating down it? I guess it's floating the other way than we're heading. What I'm asking is, can they hold the boats offshore?
So you have two canoes.
Yeah.
You see that you can see very quickly there are another 4 canoes that are tied up. But there are probably more people. This fort is large as you come around the bend. Mm-hmm. You probably don't have enough canoes to fit everyone. And the creature seems to be blocking the only entrance to the fort you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Our end, or like it's blocking us from getting to the fort, or it's blocking them from getting out?
Both.
Okay.
That's the word way, at least. Start whittling it down.
Can we
from range.
even?
I think I can get his attention.
Maybe with curious.
Without dying?
Questionable. But some things are worth the fight.
So, just a moment as I put everybody on the map.
No,
This is
no.
what I wanted from level 1. I wanted zombie.
Of all the days to have exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The master plan unfolds before us. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
and I chose
Fuck
it.
you.
I just I'll just stay awake. I don't care. Nothing's bad's gonna. Zombie dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Does that thing have zombies in its mouth?
Does
Yeah.
it?
Right answer. Oh, does it? I
Zombie
didn't notice.
puking dinosaur.
Funny how that happens.
I didn't zoom in. I didn't. Oh my god! I zoomed in now. Now I see it. That's fucking.
And
Rapidly approaching death it is.
It's just a siege weapon for delivering a zombie delivery mechanism. It's the best.
I'm sure the bees will be super efficient. Watch it.
He's like a super friendly dinosaur. Just sticks his head over the fucking the fucking
Wall.
walls. Just like, oh, did you guys order some?
It's like World War Z. There's just a ton of zombies just coming in.
We are 2 for 2 on really awesome monsters. I love the stacked goblin, and I love this zombie T-Rex. This zombie T-Rex.
Yeah. Zombie puking, zombie T-Rex.
okay, so you guys are on the map. Don't move further south than Tyrius is, but you can rearrange yourselves.
Oh, I am not on the map.
Yeah, you are.
There I am.
Yeah, I'm. It's hold on.
I see 2 of you.
Rejoin. That's what
I
hit.
see 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2
Oh, it's because you're on the player page.
Yeah, and I'm back now.
Okay.
All right, how do we do this?
I stab both Sunnies and see which one bleeds black.
I'm gonna give somebody Inete and somebody Azaka. Not Azaka. The other one. Undril. Who wants them?
What are their classes?
They're both clerics.
Both clerics.
Yeah.
I'll take a cleric.
Which do you want?
Nizaka?
No, she's off limits.
Oh, I'm sorry. The half orc lady. I'm blanking
Okay.
on her name.
Gotcha.
Undril.
I really hope this is a good chance because I'm pretty sure of all the women in this group, only 2 are still like potential smoochable status with me, and one of them is Inete.
So you want her?
No, I've got
It's a
Talon.
double
Okay.
edged.
I don't.
Yeah. Who would like to take control of Inete for the battle?
I'll do it if nobody else wants it, but I'd rather somebody else have fun with her.
Sorry, what does she do again?
She's
I'll
a
take
cleric.
it. I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Okay. Just a little too much for me to manage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I did
No,
not
trust me.
sanitize all of them of spoilers, though, so I did not.
I hate. The one thing I didn't like about Storm King's Thunder and Curse of Strahd, and I'm assuming probably Tomb of Annihilation, is there's so many NPCs that stick with the party, and you're like, I don't want to do this.
Okay. So, it's initiative time.
Yes.
Initiatives.
Is super responsive.
Does initiative count as ability?
It is.
check?
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I regret this so much.
Inete.
Yeah, that's a 6. That's a 6. Of course it's a 6.
Where's Inete? Oh, it's the handouts.
I like the tokens for the guards in the fort. They look real clean.
Ah, here she is.
Okay, I have no idea how we're gonna manage this, guys.
I'm pretty confident I can get him away from the gate. Pretty much anything that involves surviving past that.
Not so much.
I just think we should be ready to jump back on the boats.
All right.
I think that's a very valid plan.
I mean, let's see what we've got for terrain here. There's spikes sticking out of these trenches. We fucking lure it in one of the trenches and pale it on a spike. We got options. We've got it.
Order.
It bleeds zombies onto us. Yeah.
It's they're actually T-Rex zombie blood is alchemist fire.
Jesus. That
You
gives
weren't
me an
fucked
idea.
If I replaced all of my blood with alchemist fire.
Oh, I couldn't afford any alchemist fire. Never mind.
I wanted to buy potions, but it was either that or my silver, and my silver is used for ceremony and holy water. I need it.
I got us. Don't worry.
Okay, let's get rolling.
Oh, I forgot to...
Okay. Yeah, roll for her. Okay. And Azaka will go first. Okay, she is going to draw a longbow and just take 2 shots. And sorry, yeah. 1, 2. As she rolls minimum damage.
No.
Okay, but it takes it. And does not seem to even notice. Okay, that was her turn. It is Undrill's turn. Larry? Mute, maybe?
Sorry. Alright. Undrill is going to... Like, are we trying to move around the fort to get... Like, find another way in? Or are we going to try to distract it?
We were trying to draw it away.
Okay. Undrill is going to still try to be one of the furthest back, so she's going to move over here. And her spell... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've got a ruler. Would Guiding Bolt hit if it's 60 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. Undrill's gonna try to do a Guiding Bolt right on the side of the face, I guess would be what I could hit.
Did everyone else get that crackle on that?
No.
No. Did make snake sounds at me, and I thought he was
Nice.
hurting.
Here we go.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. So that does hit. It takes that damage.
Anything extra because it's undead?
No, it does roar out in pain and seem to notice you now.
You did it.
It is lit up a little bit. The next attack roll made against it will have advantage. And it is
Nice.
Talon's turn.
Oh, sorry. Talon is being controlled right now, so he doesn't have a turn.
Okay, I'm going to take him off
He's
the
only
list.
there in case I go unconscious.
Okay,
So I didn't have to roll him then, sorry.
no problem. Dawnflower.
Okay. Wow. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know if it's really gonna do anything at all, but it's pretty much the one thing that I have. It's gonna happen sometime soon, as soon as my character sheet just decide to cooperate. I promise it's gonna happen. Sorry, you guys.
No, I'm sorry. I was supposed to make you another.
Okay. I was looking at potential things that I could do, and I forgot to. God damn it! I forgot to put it back to prepared, and it didn't like it. Oh, it's fixed. It's fixed. Okay, here it is. It's probably gonna suck, but here it goes. I'm gonna moonbeam it.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
Okay. So first off, we get a moonbeam.
When it
Hit him
starts
with
its
that
turn.
Evening Dawn.
When it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn. I don't know if it counts. Never cast this before.
So I count it when you first cast it, and then when it starts its turn. So what I'm going to
I
do
won't complain about that.
is I'm going to give you control of this. You should be able to move this little token now.
I can't.
Okay, put it where you want.
I like it there.
Okay, it is going to attempt.
Is it on it enough?
Oh yeah,
Or...
that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, and it is going to take half damage for making its con save.
And I'm going to follow Undril, I guess. I don't want to... No, we need to stay close to the boats. God damn it. I'm going to stay where I am. Be real nervous, because
So are the boats
Azaka
just
told us
off?
to listen to her to survive, and we didn't.
And it should actually be that big. So the boats are off map to the north. Your boats.
Okay, so as long as we're north-ish, we're closer to the boats.
Mhm.
This is fine then. Maybe
Okay.
it's like that.
Tyrus.
All right. So that's okay. Sorry. For realsies, I want to cast Thundering Smite.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it has reach to match my own?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, this thing is enormous.
Okay.
It looks like it can. Yeah.
I will move up here, staying out of the range there of the spooky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Casting the Thundering Smite, and then swing my weapon into the Tyrannosaurus Zombosaurus Rex.
Okay, so hang on. Yeah. Okay.
Not my best roll.
Yeah, you do not hit.
All right.
Oh wait. Yes, you do.
I do.
Because
Guy.
guiding
It's a
bolt.
giant zombie.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Guiding bolt goes away.
That's only 12 damage. I actually turned a macro on.
Okay.
And then, nice job, fucking Lawrence. I will smite.
Mm-hmm.
And this thundering.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had this all prepared, and I closed my character. Fucked everything. And I would then Talon has taken the dash action. I'm gonna flee. I just want to know if he attacks me with prone or not prone rolls.
Okay.
All right.
And you were going to smite too, right?
Yes. Thank you. You're a good man.
Well, I mean, it's going to be his turn soon, and then you're not going to think that. So I wanted to give you every opportunity.
Not going to be pleased then.
Yeah.
I'm not going to smite ever again.
Okay. And yes, he is going to attack you.
Okay. It's versus Talon, who does not have a great AC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Talon's dead already.
Well, Talon is a great AC. What am I talking about? It's like 2 Sunnies in that AC level.
As you run away, it will attempt to bite out at Talon. 22 hits.
Oh,
It does it.
And it's grappled.
Talon is not a medium creature.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah!
Whew.
Oh, if you can't have a good plan, get fucking blind lucky.
It should have rolled damage. I don't know why it didn't.
8d10.
No.
Isn't it a lot, though? It's a lot.
I remember Robert destroyed like 3 companies of undead.
Oh,
Still not good.
God damn it.
All right. And then with the dash action, I can make it at least all the way back to my friends.
Okay.
And I just shout, and I've got the banner affixed to my glaive, so I just shout words of encouragement as I try to distract this thing away. That's my turn, sir. Sorry, it took so long.
That's pretty awesome.
Now you did good. You did good.
Okay, so hang on a second. Why did it not roll damage? That is just messed up.
why did you run right? You're gonna lead it right back here to us.
Okay, Marnie, it is your turn.
All right. Marnie is going to move next to Tyrius, and then does it look like it's thinking of charging us?
It has turned away from the gate.
All right.
When it took that bite at Talon.
Marnie's going to just she's gonna go into a rage, and she's gonna scream. Just zombie dinosaur!
Okay.
And yeah, she's gonna go into a rage, which I can totally click. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna hold her action for when the zombie dinosaur hopefully approaches. She's going to take an attack on it.
Okay.
With her 2 axes.
Okay. Sunny.
Sonny's gonna start off by describing the horrifying wound that is torn up Talon's flank, and how, despite the pain, the determination of the friendly beast to help its master defeat the larger, deadlier creature, and give Tyrius inspiration.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, and then I'm gonna hold my turn until the is approaching. And I'm hoping that what it does is it heads. I'm gonna try to. My hope is that I can either try to do it so he falls with Tasha's hideous laughter and then lands on one of these spikes in the pit, and I think that'd be hilarious. However, if it looks like it's going to go around, can I cast it just when it gets close?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Delmore.
I'm just gonna take a step forward.
And that's it?
That is it.
Okay.
Oh, shit. That's a really good play right now, actually.
I'm gonna step back.
Oh,
As your ray of frost
Yeah.
lances forward and impacts the creature, it does very little damage to it, but it does look slower.
I wonder if that's enough. Do they have like
I
60 feet of
use-
movement?
I used all of my movement this turn.
I think we're just about to find out.
It is Inete's turn.
all right. Inete is going to cast Bless on Marnie, on Tyrius, and who else? Looks like they use ranged weapons or attack weapons or anything like that. Let's go with.
Azaka?
Does Azaka? Does she? No, I was.
She shot a bow, no?
Oh yeah, she did shoot a bow. Yeah, Azaka.
Okay.
I was thinking of the guiding bolt, but no, that'll work. And then she'll take several steps back.
Okay. What's the big square?
Oh, sorry, that was me. That's Marnie's rage, the storm, a storm of fury. Her that's her ability. A 10-foot aura around her.
Mhm.
It's
You can set that as an actual aura, can't you?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I know that. I was just trying to get you guys to talk about auras and what they are,
And what they can do for you.
what they can do for you. Holy hell!
God,
Okay.
Larry, I just want to like spend a day hanging out with you.
Okay.
It's more annoying than it seems.
I
Hey, John
refuse to
got to
believe
do it.
that.
John did get to do that. We had a lovely, lovely breakfast in Toronto, land of the Canadians.
The
Well,
Canucastanians.
I mean, Canada's a pretty big country, but yeah.
All right. It is.
I live in America, known as South Canada.
It is the monster's turn. It is starting its turn in the moonbeam. Would you like to roll some moonbeam damage?
I would.
Man.
That didn't work for some reason. Let me just reroll from the. Wow. All of 4.
That's okay. It was a shape changer the whole time.
Okay, but it fails, so it takes all four.
of it.
As it comes charging forward.
Brace yourselves.
Man.
And that's as
I
far as
prefer-
it can get.
Oh, balls!
Oh yeah.
That clutch ass
But-
fucking ray of frost.
But Marnie
Reach.
and Talon are within its reach.
God damn it.
Still clutch. I'm not letting you take this away from Delmore.
The beast runs and sees the little folk ahead of it.
Okay.
It begins a deep chuckle.
So it is going to bite at Talon.
Wait, what about the can it not wisdom saving throw?
Oh, okay. Hang on.
And then we run
It
again.
it is not affected.
Oh, really? Oh. What?
It's not very smart.
Not intelligent.
Oh, until I forgot about intelligence.
I was almost sure this was a humanoid thing, but it's creatures, which is cool.
Okay, so
Yes, for real.
That's the one caveat that I. Oh,
so first it will bite at Talon.
of course it doesn't affect it.
Oh, about this
God
fight.
damn it.
Now let me ask you this, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Does Talon explode and die immediately, or does he make death saves?
What's Talon's AC?
He got hit pretty good.
No, okay, so not
It's
even
within
close to...
cutting words range, but it's very slim. You would have to max the die.
Talon!
No.
It's better to just write an epic poem.
It's okay. Tyrius can mount the zombie T-Rex.
So then it will swing its tail at Marnie.
Oh god. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And that was a crit.
Oh
Marty's
no.
dead.
Barney explodes.
Can we? Do you have
Wait, she's
inspiration?
raging. Damage resistance.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad I did the rage. If
Yeah.
only even.
So you take 20 instead of 41.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I was worried about me going unconscious.
We made. Marnie runs the other direction. We
And-
made a terrible mistake.
And then the Tyrannosaurus, having taken a huge chunk out of Talon, chews a little bit, swallows, and then it goes whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh man.
and it starts to puke. And
I thought I was going to regain 41 health.
33 zombies.
Yeah, he's gonna.
a zombie comes forward and falls right next to Marnie.
Oh,
For a second, I thought it was a Ninja Turtle.
do I get to attack it?
Hang on. No, you held your action to attack the dinosaur.
I did.
GM though, but I mean, it's there, and he's not gonna.
His trigger was attack the dinosaur.
Yeah.
And the zombie.
Oh, we're so dead.
What about them archers thing?
Well,
We're on the thing.
that was the end of the dinosaur's turn. The archers go.
I mean, it is hurting.
And fire and immediately do damage to it.
Wow.
As a hail of arrows come from the wall of the fort.
Yeah, that's a significant shade of orange that it changed to. I'm measuring this battle on how much color it shifts.
I did red damage to it.
Well, we gotta bring it to the red part real soon because there's not gonna be a whole lot of us left if there is next time.
Marty cannot take another hit like the one that she just received.
But it is Azaka's turn. Azaka, seeing this creature attack Marnie, will...
He is blessed. Don't forget that.
Yep. Will continue to fire her bow. Twice. 1, 2. Both hit without the bless. Doing some damage. Then the zombie goes. It's gonna attack Marnie.
Did that motherfucker just enter my reach?
I think it did.
Yeah. It didn't move, it sort of got blown into your
Oh, was
reach.
it already there? Sorry. Okay, then
It got puked into your reach.
I will let you handle the semantics there. I rolled it. It applies.
So, I didn't make you... do you have the feats and stuff that allow you to not have to make dex saves when your mount is killed out from under you?
That is the Cavalier.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So,
They do not exist.
I'll let you pick if you want it. If you want to be able to attack when it enters your reach, you're going to make those saves.
Sorry,
first.
you cut out there.
So if you want to attack it when it enters your reach, I'm going to want you to make those saves. If you want to not attack it, then I'm going to say you successfully saved and you're good.
I will attempt to stay on my feet and protect my friends.
Okay. You do. And your attack hits. And it will take that 7 damage. And then it will attack Marnie. it has no weapons, so it will just hit her really hard with its,
Has no
arm.
weapons, but it knows kung fu.
Yeah, misses.
Okay.
It's a Buffy zombie.
Oh, you can't
From the
touch
grave
this.
and knows kung fu.
And it's Undrill's turn.
All right, Undrill is going to look over at Marnie. Well, actually, shit. Okay, is Talon dead?
So it looks that way.
Fuck. Is Cure Wounds ranged?
No, Cure Wounds is touch. It's Healing Word
Okay.
that's ranged.
Healing Word is ranged. Okay. Well, then Undra's going to run up and up behind Marnie and touch her on the back and cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
and restore her up to 20. And then that was a single action and is Spirit
Mhm.
Guardian's bonus? I don't think it is.
I think it is.
Oh,
No.
it is?
Spirit Guardians? No, it's an action. Wait,
Oh, hang on.
Actually, it might be.
Spirit Guardians.
It is an action.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought it might have been a bonus.
Oh no, it's spiritual weapon that is.
Yeah. That's
Okay, well,
But you already cast a spell,
yeah.
so you can't cast another
Yes.
spell as your bonus action.
that is correct. Yeah. I guess with that being done, Undrill's done.
Okay. Talon is dead.
Hmm.
Well, you don't have to be so confident, Brian. How can you really know?
Dawnflower.
Okay, so he's dead, or he looks very wounded.
Would you
I
like to
know-
take your turn to figure it out?
Oh man, I can't afford to. It really sucks because I want to fix the dinosaur, but I feel like if I fix the dinosaur, we might have bigger problems.
If we finish this fight really fast, I think we can check.
Yeah, I think that's
Let's
how
not
it's
risk
gonna
it.
have to be. I'm gonna use my
Everyone else is
action to move my moonbeam.
Okay.
Can you say that again?
Moonbeam,
Moonbeam.
right there.
At
Okay.
least she didn't have to charge up for 3 episodes.
Son of a bitch.
He's very hardy. He's been eating his vegetable and his zombies in vegetable fields.
And as a bonus action, I am going to call forth the spirit of the bear to protect us because we're gonna need it, guys. You all gain +8 temporary hit points. Use them
That
wisely.
is nice.
There's
That'll
that
at least get me through another hit.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I mean, you can put it just like in the middle here. We'll be fine. Perfect.
Okay.
And that is pretty much all I can do.
All right.
It rearranged our tokens for some reason, but I should be going.
Because I added the zombie.
I have a -2 in dexterity.
Okay. So, Marnie?
Thank you.
I think that was from the.
I can't believe we're fighting against zombies right
Brian,
now.
you're on mute, by the way.
How about now?
Yep.
You are.
I can hear you.
That's a suave
Poor back.
voice, if I ever heard one.
Excellent. Marnie's up.
All right. Marnie is going to. Son of a bitch! She's going to strike at. She's gonna run up and just take 2 swipes at the zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
But
Go, Marnie.
she's not going to stand there because she doesn't want it to have advantage. She's going to.
So when you move out of range of the zombie, it will take a reaction.
Attack me. Damn it!
So you just
Okay,
take
it's like 1 damage.
you just take 1 because of your rage.
Okay. That's true. Okay. Cool. Okay. Please hit. 19?
Will hit.
Yes! And then plus the rage damage.
And your rage is
add
2.
2 to that, so add 2 to each.
Yep.
So it's
Got
15.
Okay.
And yeah, that's Marnie's turn.
Okay.
Yourself.
Tyrius.
Oh, it's time for the main character to make his way. Seeing the zombie overextended after swinging at Marnie, I sprint past him, moving into flanking position versus the Tyrannosaurus Dex, and I swing my weapon at him twice.
With advantage.
Hopefully. But I accidentally closed my character sheet, so maybe I do that in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Quick break. I'm like looking at Talon's stats. I'm like, this isn't.
Go grab your snacks.
Why are all my attacks teeth based?
I swing and I swing.
Okay. Both hit.
Do you smite?
I'm smiteless. I cast ceremony, I smited, and I thundering smited. I am out for the day.
As it stands there, just sort of swaying, growling, staring down at the both of you.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
Oh, you've done it now. It's probably because your penis is so small that you have to attack the little creatures just like you. It's my vicious mockery.
Okay.
You got a baby dick.
It's
So-
not very wise, though.
You see its little pea brain just sort of implode. And it falls to the ground. Only
Good job, Tyrius! You killed it!
only it makes a Constitution saving throw
Oh yeah.
and stands back up.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do it that way. Whew.
God damn it.
Awesome. Real quickly, I'm
Oh, sure.
going to bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna inspire Marnie. Yeah, I'm gonna inspire Marnie.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got too focused. I thought it was dead, so I forgot to prepare for this.
Okay. Marnie, you are inspired. Delmore.
When Delmore sees it stand back up, he just goes, ah! And a ray of frost shoots out of his mouth.
Okay. That hits. It goes down. And then it stands back up.
Jesus!
Oh my god, it's Fix It Felix.
And it's Anete's
Anete
turn.
is going to move this far forward, and she's going to hold her turn to cast Sanctuary on whoever the zombie attacks first.
Okay.
So just to make sure it doesn't be able to hit somebody twice.
All right.
And his disadvantage on this next attack.
It is his turn. There is a moonbeam.
Yeah.
This can save us. This can save us.
Oh, wait a minute. Radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Which...
Oh man.
God damn it.
But it but
That's the
damage.
same. Okay.
but it takes 3 points of damage, and since it came back with only 1, it collapses under the moonbeam.
And the moonbeam did it.
When it dies,
Oh god.
Oh god, here comes the zombie.
32 illegal immigrants.
when it dies, 3 zombies burst forth from its body.
Are you describing
Oh,
a
man.
scenario where something enters my reach?
These were already in your reach since they were inside it.
You are correct.
But it is dead. The archers, though, will take their turn. They were doing 4d8. They're going to do 1d8 to each zombie.
Oh shoot.
It's a Russian nesting doll of zombies and dinosaurs.
I was literally typing that.
Not fast enough.
I am not. It is a problem.
Okay, and it is Azaka's turn. And she will, again, do the longbow thing. She's going to aim for the one closest to Inete and Undril. 1, 2, and miss both times. She's blessed.
She is.
She will miss both times.
Oh no.
Actually, no, I take it back. She hits the first time. And the second time. It has no AC to speak of. Alright. But on the zombies' turns. This one moves forward to Inete. And will attack.
Suggesting it use Tyrius.
Are you
Yeah, go for it.
a scenario where it
Mm-hmm. That hits. It goes to 0. And then makes a Constitution save.
Oh, I'm seeing a trend here.
Comes
Whack-a-mole.
back with 1 hit point. Attacks her. She takes 6 points of damage.
Jacob has never been this effective.
Hang on. What was that, Sonny?
Sonny's gonna cutting words that.
Okay, roll it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Their AC 10?
Yeah.
She's not wearing any armor. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So
well,
she
that
takes
still
6.
hits, and that really hurts her.
Well, didn't she get the +8 temporary hit points?
Oh, she did not.
She
That
should.
helps.
Oh yeah.
She's fine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
2 of these zombies are in the moonbeam.
In the moonbeam.
Radical.
Yeah.
It's like
Sorry.
beep, meow, beep, meow.
I think he's responding to the beeps.
Okay.
What is going
And
on?
Marnie's aura, does that do damage when they start their turn?
At the end of their turn, they take damage.
Okay. So these 2 were going to attack Tyrius. This one will attack Marnie.
Are you describing a scenario where I get punched in the fucking mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1, 2.
Ugh. Well, the 14 decidedly misses, but that 22 will bop me around with snoodles.
Okay. And then 1 hits Marnie and doesn't.
Oh, that miss.
Okay. But it will take your storm damage. So what is that?
So it takes like 1 damage, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I have to pull up my character sheet again. I accidentally hit back.
No problem. And it's Undril's turn.
All right, Undril is going to cast a Andro's going to cast a guiding bolt on this one that is... Oh, shoot, but if she does a range, then this guy's going to hit. Actually, she's going to cast on this one.
No, so she's going to have disadvantage to cast ranged on the one next to her. She can cast ranged on one further away and won't take an opportunity attack. That's old edition rules.
Okay. Then yeah, she's going to cast it on that one.
Okay.
God, her guiding bolt.
So no one will get advantage on this, on the next attack, because she just nuked it.
Yeah.
And Talon is dead.
Stop saying that.
But it makes me smile.
I particularly like it.
It's like a pop-up book.
Yeah,
All right,
I really don't
Dawnflower.
like it. It sounds bad. I wanna let's see. There's still a zombie in the moonbeam, which is nice. We like that. We like that very much. I don't like the dead friendly dinosaur. I will like to try and fix that, even if it doesn't really work. I will try to fix it. Let's see. Does healing word have to be?
Roll.
People need to be.
Roll medicine for me if you're going to try to do something with Talon.
Okay, I will. A whole 10.
Okay. Do what you think you should do.
Okay. And okay, so I'm gonna cast healing word and try to fix the dinosaur, because dinosaurs are my friends and I can speak to them, and I want him to get back on his feet.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to roll percentile dice. There is a 25% chance that this will heal him. So 1 to 25, he will heal.
Anytime to roll a 1, it's now. Fuck.
So you cast the spell, and normally you can feel the healing energy leave your body and enter someone else, and you can see the wounds knit, and nothing happens with Talon.
I'm gonna curse under my breath. And,
Sorry, I was on mute. Can I give my inspiration?
Not on a D100.
Ah! Damn you, 100s.
I'm gonna bees this zombie. I'm gonna zombies.
Zombies.
Okay.
I'm gonna zombies here. I'm gonna zombie doors over zombies.
Yeah, that wasn't great. It's
Zombie
Constitution.
bees would be
man.
terrifying.
They have really good constitution.
I know.
Anything else?
No, that is all that I can do. I will be sad for the dead dinosaur.
Marnie?
Alright. Marnie is going to try to pulverize the zombie in front of her. So... 14.
Will hit. And also hit.
Alright.
As these are slow-moving, unarmored creatures, you have no trouble just lashing into them.
Slash.
They do seem to be pretty sturdy, though. Maybe the fact that they survived a while inside a Tyrannosaurus's gut. Only the strongest ones.
You don't know.
And that I'm sorry, and I didn't say add 4 to that because of the rage damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then in that case, he will go down to 0, but... So the last one would have been 11. His con save in that case is a 16. He does not come back up.
Yes! Awesome. Alright, that's it for Marnie.
Okay. Tyrius.
I will maneuver back towards here. I want to swipe at this thing in front of basically the people that we brought out into the jungle under the conditions that we would protect them.
Okay. Yep, that hits. It goes down. It has a con save.
Stay down as I swing the haft around.
It does not stay down.
I try to knock its head off with the haft.
Okay. You knock its head, but its head stays sort of attached. You just seem to have knocked it lopsided a little bit.
It's a Pez dispenser now.
Nearly headless.
It is, exactly.
I will provoke an attack of death-defyingness. I will move over here. No, I will just stay here and protect.
Okay. Sunny.
Sunny is just going to I mean, come on. At this point, like, why even include this part in the book? You guys are just the things we have to clean up, the trash at the end.
Okay.
So I'm targeting this one. No, actually, I'm gonna target this one back here.
Are these things more or less intelligent than T-Rex?
It does not seem to have any effect.
Oh, something about the fact that wait, did I just no? Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit vicious mockery. I don't know why I hit that one. That was my insult. That made sense, right? Clearly, that was my insult.
It was also funny.
Why not?
Trust me when I wouldn't try to do this on two zombies at once. Which
All right,
also
which
is
one?
another spell I need to redo. It's the one back down near Tyrius.
Okay.
I gotta keep him alive.
I would say it failed.
All right, it's my turn.
Delmore.
I am the only Master Blaster. I'll shoot the closest one. Yeah.
No, you won't.
Definitely shot it. What do you mean? Look, it's cold.
Did you just shoot my dinosaur's dead body?
You were thinking of a way to put spiders in Tyrius's bedroll or something, and just were not paying attention to the fight anymore because, come on, these are trash, and missed. And now you realize, well,
these things are going to end up killing one of us. She is going to cast Sacred Flame. Trying to kill this thing.
On the one next to her?
Yeah. 1 point!
All you needed. As it explodes in radiant flame.
Yeah, she just arches an eyebrow at Tyrius, like...
Having only one target, the archers take their turn and do not kill the zombie by Tyrius.
God, relax, America. Is Undrill gonna have to fry a bitch?
It's Azaka's turn.
Azaka's gonna have to.
And she is going to take 2 shots. The first one will hit and maybe kill it. So it's going to make its save. Needs a 12. Nope, the first one killed it.
Does he live through it? Does he come back then?
He did not come back from the first one.
We did it.
So all the zombies are down. Azaka putting the last one to rest in nearly the same volley as the archers from the wall. Seeing that all of the zombies are dead, Undrill walks over to the large Tyrannosaurus zombie, bursts forth with her radiant spirit guardians just to ensure that everything undead around her is destroyed. The gates open behind you as several of the guards on the wall, all of them look to be native Chultans, except for one who is obviously their leader, a dwarf, comes forward. He approaches and he says, "You have my thanks. That's a nasty bugger. They come by every now and then."
This is not the first one you've had?
Well, they come in all shapes and sizes, but these, every now and then, maybe once a month.
And you deal with them from within the wall, and nothing goes. You just continue peppering it with arrows, and we didn't have to be out here on the beach with it.
Well,
Great.
you know, we've got a lot of people sick, and we've got a lot of people missing. Out on an expedition. So it's not like we're at full strength right now. Thanks for your snark. You're welcome to get back in your boats and leave if you want. And he turns around and starts walking away.
But I'm pretty sure the snark was directed at me.
No. Just at the universe in general.
She's just.
I apologize. I did not mean to offend. I'm glad that we came, especially if you were understaffed.
And he stops and he turns back around and he says, "I'm glad to." And he says, "My name is Ord Firebeard. Welcome
Pleasure
to
to
Camp
meet you.
Vengeance."
It's a pleasure to meet you. I mean, we're just glad we were able to come here and help in time and kill a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, I'm just still flush from it.
I will
Guy's a badass.
shake the man's hand and say, "The name's Tyrius." And if anybody doesn't introduce themselves, introduce them.
He once he got his apology, he is plenty friendly with everybody. Going around shaking hands. He's heard of Undril. They seem to know some of the same people, and he walks you all into the camp. He explains that they've got a battalion of native archers who are helping them out from some of the local tribes while they're understaffed. Noticing that Tyrius is not coming in, he stops. He says, "Sorry about your friend."
I deliberately, keep focused on what I need to do to prevent my friend from coming back and burying him or burning. Talon is a Chultan. I asked Dawnflower. I think we've discussed this previously, but what do they do with their dead? They burn them?
Yeah, I think so too.
So
I decide that they burn them. If I said something, I change my mind. And
they do, and he's already motioning to the fort, and there's some people coming out with wood.
I'm sure they're gonna burn the zombies as well.
He says, he gives them orders. You hear him order a separate pyre set up.
Thank you.
For Talon. He says, "Well, he's one of ours, isn't he?"
He really was.
A loyal steed, worthy of any hero.
And I just, I not looking to draw it out, but I do proper rites and all that good stuff, and I dismiss him as a friend and get a little choked up at the end because I'm just like, I brought you out here, and I wish it had gone differently, friend. And then burn.
I'll try not to startle you as I put my hand on your shoulder. I tried to save him. I'm sorry.
I flinch from Spider Lady. But I do appreciate the gesture.
And after everything is seen to, he asks you to come back inside. And they shut the gates again. He talks briefly with Undril. Thanks her. She hands him a packet. And he points her to some tents and a couple of buildings within the fort where they are housing some of the sick. And invites you all into the larger building, which seems to be the headquarters. Sitting you down, he asks, he offers you food and drink, and he tells you, I can offer you a little bit, but we're running low. We've got supplies coming. That's part of what Undril was telling us. But, our leader, well, he took off on a mission. He's been out of contact for a couple of days.
Where did he go?
Well, he seems a little reluctant to tell you. He goes, I appreciate you helping Undril down. You seem like pretty good sorts. She told me a bit about her initial opinion of you and then traveling with you. She seems to have moderated it a bit.
As you can tell, we're kind of bad at making first impressions. But we're good people, and we're going to be out in the jungle. If we are heading in the right direction, we'd like to be able to check up on them, make sure they're okay.
I am with the order. Despite any misgivings she might have, I assure you we're here to do good work.
Aye, so are we. And it's to that end that Lord Breakbone left. See, the locals, the Aarakocra, he wanted to establish an alliance with them. He thought it would help.
Are those the cannibals?
No, those are the bird
very
people.
Flighty people.
Oh.
He
I
says,
hear they're quite fletching.
Nobody. He gets a laugh for his pun. I don't get a laugh for my pun.
He says, Lord Breakbone hasn't. Well, after the loss of the other camp, he wanted a feather in his cap. To show that he is a leader. So he thought establishing this alliance would help. And then the Aarakocra brought word. They believe something is controlling the undead. So he went to speak with them, but the jungle in that direction is filled with undead.
How many days' travel?
Well, he's been gone for 2. And he pulls out what you recognize as a sending stone. He says he's supposed to check in every day. I think something's happened.
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out what you recognize as what?
Sending stone?
Oh, okay.
And he says that Breakbone hasn't checked in 2 days, and that he's concerned something has happened.
Have you planned on sending any expedition to find him?
He's planning it right now.
We don't have enough people to hold the fort and to go look for him.
Which direction did he head in?
Towards the Mist Cliff Mountains. That's where the Aarakocra live.
Guys,
Hey, we're headed that direction,
Oh, thank you,
I
Brad.
believe.
honestly, finding whatever happened to this individual is important. But if they have word on what's leading the undead, I really want to be there for that.
And the massive dead has to be related to something also controlling the souls snapped in resurrection magic. That makes sense, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Not to be the fly in the soup, but we do have a certain ag problem we also need to take care of. I would rather we do it in a safer environment than venturing in an undead field jungle and have to deal with that on top of it.
So,
Very good point.
Delmore, have you checked your bag lately?
Probably not
Mm-hmm.
until now. When we have a moment, I do remember writing a note.
So, if you look in your bag, you find the note, but it has been turned into a little parcel. So where you had folded it up before just as a note, it now seems to be wrapped around something and tied at the top like a bindle.
So I'll open that because that's interesting.
Okay. Inside, you see some nuts.
Are nuts?
Nuts. Like from a tree, not from a person.
It's not where I was going with that. I promise I was not going to say that out loud.
You are not going to say it.
oh, my sound cut out. I missed the joke.
Oh, I said nuts from a tree, not from a person.
Hey, Dawnflower, I got these nuts. Do you think they can help us kill the hag or at least protect Marnie and Tyrius? I show her my nuts.
Do they look...
There you go. So you do recognize them, Dawnflower, as waka nuts.
Oh, you've seen Delmore's nuts before?
I've seen them before, apparently.
I told you to keep that quiet.
3 more nut puns.
And then we're done.
Mm.
So I've seen them before.
Yes. You recognize them as waka.
Waka.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to see if I read that in something that Dawnflower would know, or if it's just a name.
It is in your notes. It's in the notes I gave you.
Delmore is convinced Dawnflower knows everything about plant life here.
I'm looking through my notes. I promise it's gonna happen, you guys. But I closed stuff, so...
You know how Wilfred, when he's impatient, wiggles his eyebrows? I do that with my beard.
Nice.
Yeah, but there are muscles connected to the skin that eyebrows sit on, and that's not true for your chin.
I mean, you can wiggle your jaw.
You know, dwarves may have evolved special beard muscles.
They have an advanced beard language.
Hmm?
It's very subtle.
One twitch for yes, 2 twitch for no.
I will explain to Delmore. Well, you see, you can use those to scare off the Subist. You shake them like this, you see, and they don't come close.
The what?
The Sioux monsters.
Oh. We heard about that earlier today.
We did.
So I just shake them? Do they rattle? I shake them.
I show him how to rattle.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, what are they doing? I'm writing in my notes.
They scare off the Subists.
And what do the Subies have to do with that witch again?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that's not why it was brought up.
So when you shake them, they rattle in your hand, but when you stop shaking them, they shed a bright red light in about a 10-foot radius, and then another 10 feet of dim light. The light starts to fade out after a minute or so, but shaking them again causes the light to reappear.
Fun, isn't it?
Does it just happen forever?
Yes.
That is amazing.
I
Wait,
know.
what is Subis? Like, what is...
Do you know the abominations that are? I mean, do you know the flying monkeys like Macabre? They're like those, but demons.
I was like, checking
Okay.
out. What the fuck is that?
Got it. So, this could have been really useful Minsk, but, I mean, well, we're not hunting the poo-poo.
No, but they could be after us. You never know.
Fair
They're
enough.
very sneaky.
In any case, how many nuts
Right.
do I have?
7.
That's a lot of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Good reference.
Can I tie a string to each one?
So you, Dawnflower would know that piercing the shell of the nut will cause it to lose its magic. So as long as you tie the string around it without breaking it or piercing the shell, it'll be okay.
Well,
Like them?
then I think it'd be better to tie them in pairs in a little pouch of some kind.
So back to this
Fair
problem we have with the witch. Can we go back there or no?
I'm just gonna give
Too
Tyrius and Marnie these protection nuts.
So here's the thing. I don't feel like you're entirely asking us, but we want to find your friend. He didn't talk about it like a friend. We want to find your commander.
Commander.
Yeah. And we have a bit of a problem of our own we were hoping you could help us with first. There appears to be a hag of some sort that has taken a liking to our friend Marnie here. And possibly another of her sort that has taken a liking to me. Is there anything that you have at your disposal here that could aid us against these creatures?
He thinks about it for a minute, and then he says, I don't think so. I mean, we're just warriors. You
Gotta be honest.
brought the healer with you. She's the most holy one here.
Gonna be honest with you. I didn't actually care. I still want to go after this commander and find out what the... I can never say it right. The how do I say it, Brian?
Aarakocra.
How the Aarakocra... what they have to...
Kokra.
Aarakocra. What the Aarakocra have to say about what's controlling these undead.
Well, I truly appreciate it. I'm sure that we'll be able to work up some kind of reward for you, and we can definitely stock you up on food. Probably better to start you out in the morning.
If I ask, Itene is not the cleric. She's just a priest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to scroll really far up to find notes. What the cleric? It's gonna take me
Undrel?
forever to find her notes. What's her name?
Undrel?
Undrel. Thank you.
Undrel?
Undrel. Half tusk.
Silver tusk.
Silver tusk.
If I type the word in silver,
It's
I'll find
very
it.
rude. Calling someone a half tusk.
Yeah. For a guy who's so in love with her, you should remember her name.
I didn't know. I've got like
saying.
5 pages of notes here.
Just saying, there's a reason she didn't want to smooch you. You can't even say her name.
You know, she probably turns into a spider anyways. So, sorry. Back to the point. I asked her, does she know anything to help with this? Is it beyond her? Did she have a...
She is going to roll.
And I just spilled. my coffee on my lap.
Oh.
It wasn't hot,
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
but now things are sticky and not in the fun way.
I'm sorry. She is gonna roll. Yeah, she looks at you and you know, she has been disdainful of you for you know, most of the journey, but now after seeing you in action and seeing you lose your friend, and seeing that you kept your word and got her to the camp, she says, I wish I could help. I really do. I don't know of anything other than simply finding what they want or defeating them or finding a way to make it so that they can't track you.
I still want to go, guys.
We should rest. Maybe could we get somebody to watch over Marnie while we sleep? If we could at least get a good night's rest.
They will absolutely do that.
At the very least tonight.
Yeah, let's stay here the evening. And in fact, I feel, Azaka, would this be a venture that you would be better served staying behind on, or would you like to go with us?
I think that I need to come with you to keep you safe on your journey.
All right, so maybe Inete.
Inete should stay here.
Yeah, she can stay behind, and then, do we have anybody else?
Nope.
No,
Yes!
that's enough.
I mean, we have the guide.
That was
just
Azaka.
Yeah.
So, Undril, who looks the most tired? Is anybody at 2 levels of exhaustion?
Delmore?
Delmore.
Okay, so she'll cast... I don't know. Lesser Restoration doesn't do it, does it?
No.
Nope.
Otherwise, I would have helped.
Yeah. So, she won't cast. Yeah. But,
for 38 hours straight.
you guys can... So, hang on just a second. Ord will be sort of expecting you to leave the next morning, but if you decide to stay another day, he's going to put you guys to work.
Okay.
We save them and he puts us to work.
Everybody works.
Didn't we do our work for the day?
You did your work for yesterday.
New day.
What does he need done, Brian?
Well, they've got a lot of sick men, so you could help with that. You know, you could stand watch. I mean, it's not like hard work. You could forage for food. That kind of thing.
Oh, I didn't think about it, but can I go around and lay on hands the day before? Like when we get there, can I go around and lay on hands and I can remove diseases?
Mm-hmm.
I can cure 3 people.
Okay. That is definitely a help and appreciated. There are a lot more than 3 people in the infirmary.
I can cure 3 people.
Yeah.
Marnie will do whatever heavy lifting needs done.
And you find that there's a group of 6 acolytes there as well, led by a woman named Sister Sias. They are, but they are all on the verge of exhaustion from tending to the disease in the camp. And you find out, they tell a story of this mist that clung to the ground and swept through the camp. And afterwards, most people in the camp fell ill.
That seems like something we should know about.
Yeah, do I
Yeah.
recognize it? It sounds like maybe the fever? Is it the mad?
You do recognize it. Yeah, and it is mad monkey fever.
Monkey fever.
How many people are sick?
Hang on. 18?
Damn.
Yeah.
Probably more than I can. I do still have 2 yacha beetles that I can. I think my cinderberries are no longer good anymore. Are my
No.
beetles still good?
So the beetles stay good for a week or so. So they are just on the edge of getting a little ripe.
Okay. Then I will definitely give them my 2 beetles.
Okay. And they, at first the Sister Sias looks at them and gives you this weird look, but Undrill sort of tells her to listen to you, and you cook the beetles up and are able to serve them to 2 of the soldiers who look somewhat better after eating them. You won't know for a day or so.
The 2 worse off.
Okay.
Give them a better chance.
Okay. There are 2 men who are literally tied to beds because they are raving and attempting to claw at themselves.
And, well, I don't know how likely it is to find elsewhere, but maybe I find somebody who looks like they have a lot of time on their hands and just tell them that if they go knee-deep and shit, they might find some.
Yeah, you tell them it feeds on worms and maggots and rotting things. So if they find like a place where like a tree has fallen down and rotted away, or like a large creature has died, that's a good place to look for them. Okay.
That's what I do.
But I think we'll call it a quits there, and you guys will take off.
Bravo.
Next week, towards the Mistcliff Mountains.
That was crazy fun.
I don't know what we're going to do.
Our best.
Yeah, our best. But I mean, like, guys, it's she's. We don't have anything to stop her.
I know.
We just killed a zombie T-Rex.
I feel unstoppable.
Yeah. I'm pretty much in love with that monster.
It's really fantastic.
Killed my dinosaur, and Brian, you're a mean.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, when you're not planning your unfathomable depths of cruelty, can you enlighten us on what actually happened now that we've passed it with the snake thing? That ate the person?
Yeah, it was the snake ate an elf, but the 2 of them were killed by lightning. From
random lightning?
Nope.
Okay.
That was cast at them from somewhere else.
Lightning person saving killing people. Fucking zombie dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
That's cool. Scary.
I can't believe we lived. Is what I
Wanted to fight one of those.
Especially after critted first attack against one of our party members. Thank God you were raging. That would have killed me outright.
Yeah.
The real question is, did we get, I don't know, about 1,000 XP each?
1 million, I think.
So I'll do that calculation, but I do the XP. I give that out at the beginning of the session.
You big meanie.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what I expected you to say.
Yeah.
Also, the we had to split it between like 3-4 other people.
Fewer now.
For the next
True.
next stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Question:
Mhm.
If I had tried to heal the dinosaur one turn earlier, would it have made a difference?
50% chance at that point.
God damn it!
So I actually really struggled with this because like whenever Sunny goes down, I always try to make like getting her conscious a priority.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, I really should get Talon up because you don't let people linger near death, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, oh man, Tyrius is in full-on zealot mode with undead shit. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not gonna care until I have to fight. I was like, damn.
Yep.
I just wanted to do the most good. I thought I could protect everyone, or I might be able to save the dinosaur.
No, nobody did the wrong thing except for Tyrius. But like, I was like, man, I should lay on hands him, and then no, Tyrius wouldn't do that.
Mhm.
He's zombie hunting.
Except for Sunny, who picked all the worst spells to use in the zombie campaign. Nothing works.
Think about it this way, Trent. If we ever do fight flying, I don't remember what they were, but the things on the tower, flying lizardmen, I think, something like that.
Pterodactyl people?
Yeah, if you make them
Oh, the
laugh
terror-
midair, don't they fall the whole way down until they hit the ground?
We'll see. I will point out that is not the worst character build decision that was made. I think that was Koschik, who I told specifically there was a lot of undead and did not choose them as a favorite enemy.
Huh. He is really role playing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that like that spell won't come in handy or any of my spells. I just looked at my sheet though and realized that none of my spells work for undead.
Well, we better get you leveled up.
Oh, yeah. I got all these different spells like working. Each one have a very specific target they could with or something like that. Just none of them are for undead. All right.
Well, I mean, we'll fight other things besides undead, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
You and me, Trent. Cantrips forever.
Yep. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you.
Definitely.
Brian.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Brian.
much.
Yep, you're welcome.
That was a blast.
And we will do this again next week.
Oh, by the way, I will not be there next week. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to miss. It's last work thing kind of deal.
Yep.
Don't want to be rude and say I don't care. Just go fuck yourselves.
We'll miss you.
Mm.
You gotta go.
I really hope I have the last work things.
Yeah. All right. Take care, guys.
Good night,
Bye.
guys.
Bye!